project still.
Roy's smoking everyone here. Oh, that's real as heck.
For Fabian.
Dang, it's dark in his bathroom.
Action for maybe later
exactly,
here on the A stream actually as well. I'm very excited for that.
Well, it's Chibitsu that will find
This
the
is the new
kill,
Chalet,
new
Chalet Siege X
over
visuals.
the last couple of years has been a real talent coming out of Korea. Not the way that you would want to start. Of course, CAG on the attack. And yeah, I think even for myself, I haven't really had the opportunity to really see a whole lot of Siege X. And straight away, when you're kind of just watching it, it feels very
No
authentic,
way he
especially
let
with
him
the lighting
cross.
changes as
Wait,
Coda
that's
gets caught.
crazy.
Window cross, he gets downed. Fortunately, also still has that nitro cell that he never got to make big use of either. Good drone work coming in from Arkali, and the rotate here from
I've
Rin,
never seen this mirror before.
It's not
New
exactly
mirror
safe,
tech?
but makes his way
Okay,
in
it's
towards
super
closet,
bright
will
in
get
this
the revive on
closet.
Dakota. Minute left of the round. So far, decent start from CAG.
Super bright in the closet. The stone on the walls is like so vivid. It feels like someone turned up the sharpness on like all the rocks.
Trophy.
I feel like the rocks used to be like super blurry, and now they're like
the clock to hold out for. Player posted outside, I believe.
Oh, he's hopped in on that?
Forward in towards Trophy, takes the fight, but loses.
You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like everything on the wall, they just like turned up the sharpness. There's a lot more shadows.
Yeah, it just felt like CAG kind of rushed it a little bit.
A lot of dark corners. A lot of random dark corners.
Down, and then from there they all just kind of sent it in. And credit to VirtuosoPro.
It seems like light is like very intentional.
And able to outnumber
the overhead light of like exactly where it is, like that is.
And it is VirtuosoPro on the defense.
That's the only place that light gets hit. Otherwise, it's a shadow.
Here for reload, they are on the board. And a really good response considering they did have the opening death, then the down on Dakota. So really, really good work from VirtuosoPro to actually
upper level mirror. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Just one.
Looking good on the attack. And
it freaking just won.
Able to offer a decent counterpunch. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, we do have some graphics. A couple of highlights from that opening round.
Of course, Game Pass, one of the sponsors for the tournament as well.
Why'd they slow it down?
Don't know,
it just
slow motion.
made him be like a whale.
Oh, nice. Minus the very thick Australian accent.
Yeah, the start of the round there from COG was pretty good and pretty traditional in the sense that, as you typically want on Chalet,
cut his hair short again.
Those external windows and cutting those lines aside, preventing those.
You're gonna stream the whole thing, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. You can count on your boy Royce. Wait, look at that pillar. Wait, that looks kind of gas.
As Cyclops tried to transition back down below, then they lacked control and pressure, and it really kind of capitulated in the end. So. It's all start from VirtuosoPro, some decent mid-round
Chalet is gorgeous outside.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
The second round then. We'll see what kind of approach is employed. Solace in play, bit of an intriguing one. An operator that is very much now.
What's your favorite pro? Dream. Big boy Dream.
She has fallen out of fashion quite a bit. But
you needed some good rest for this stream. I did. You're darn right I did.
Not seeing major changes here, at least in round 2 from Cyclops.
That's why I was like, I don't need to stream them all.
In combination with the Deimos and the Lion.
Oh, downstairs looks
so there should be no shortage of info in the round here for Cyclops. Taking an opportunity to just get basement control. And another good position for Chalet attacking, cutting off rotations.
Well, one of the big changes when it comes to Siege X as well is the repelling. Hello, jump out. Rin tries to go for something very special, but it backfires. Anaton, quick on the trigger, able to get the kill. Sharif does lose his life on the Deimos. Not ideal in helping clear out some of these positions up above. So 1-for-1, and a fast-starting attack from this second round, which is very APAC in nature.
All right, I really mess with the outside. The outside's nice. The outside looks really good. It is dark as heck in this hallway right here.
Beginning of the action phase.
It is dark as heck in this hallway.
Kind of standing around for the next 2 minutes.
and then look for action to close it out.
Look how dark top mezzanine is. Look how dark this room is.
For the next minute.
Oh my goodness.
Depending on how aggressive they want to play, I mean.
Okay, the details on the stairs are really nice. You got like poison oak going up the side. Fire extinguisher on the wall. Smoke.
Boy went searching after getting rid of the drone.
Yeah, they have fire extinguishers now.
Able to land the shots and give CAG.
And it's dark in that room too.
Once again.
I wonder how trippy the lighting is for Pro League. You know, for them to play Siege a specific way and then for there to be this amount of changes. Like this affects them more than me, right? I'm just a content creator that like can have fun, but these guys like are memorizing angles, pixels, overall vibes.
From APAC, really just kind of start to think. You don't have to throw bodies towards sight.
This looks okay. This looks good.
Aggressive open.
This all looks really nice.
VirtuosoPro breach open. couple of gates in position.
It's just a lot of shadows.
There's
just a ton of shadows.
Somewhat tricky to clear.
It feels like we went back to year one where like everything was dark. But that's how we grew up. I mean, we grew up on the dark side of Siege. And so it's very nostalgic.
Though is available.
Very nostalgic.
And Wookie's still with 2 canisters left. So somewhat of a stalemate. And as I said,
hide and seek's gonna go crazy. Facts.
Pretty much has played out.
Oh, he's close right, close right. Oh no, we swing that. No way. No way.
Potential and Coda down to about 1 HP. Not ideal.
Nah, I'm swinging that. If that dude throws a nade close, I'm swinging. I'm not running away.
Here over towards Ego Bulk. He is very, very low. Essentially 1 HP.
Pros are memorizing vibes.
Checked, and he may very well not. It's an off-angle position, and he does get the kill onto Jibitsu. Makes it a 2v2. Deep in a red time, but a good swing onto the low.
Swinging in. Down. 1v1. 1v1.
Just needs to
in the corner. Don't die. Don't. Oh, don't peek.
Oh! He just remembered, and he's able to fall back, confirm the round, and VirtuosoPro make it 2-0.
I don't know how VirtuosoPro were able to make that work. I think
it was nice.
Again, in many rounds of Siege, we tried to attribute who won the round, who lost the round, etc. And I think it was an element of both there in that particular round. VirtuosoPro doing a good job holding half wall. That utility
opinions on Kino, he's the GOAT.
Needed to for Cyclops to clear it effectively, and
doesn't play well with me.
We have access to the overhead here off to the side.
Sorry, granted, no, I don't play well with him.
Black Ray there, who we saw at the very end swinging double window, was completely had zero impact there for that final portion of the round.
We just struggled.
On that rappel. These players then forced to filter through into Coded, who did a good job to make that final stand.
Blacked out, negative the prime.
The sound read on the Black Ray got a
There's your aura, real.
And with that diffuser not inside in no time anyway, it was rather comfortable, somewhat comfortable, I guess, to an extent there for VirtuosoPro in the end. So, somewhat concerning signs for Cyclops to kick things off, but credit to
I think losing the Deimos was not ideal. That was actually a really big loss, because if you have that Deimos at the end of that, or towards the end of that round, you can get the pings out more.
Imagine having the Deimos there to lurk below instead of dining and flush out half wall. Or at least have some additional pressure. Would have been so
my guilty pleasure.
And if you're Sharif as well and you're playing that operator, you got to value your life. This is the only player at 6 Invitational for CAG that was
probably like Whataburger.
He's their star player.
Sweet and spicy bacon burger.
When it comes to Sharif, is that he's actually -4 on entry back at side.
Sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Though he had 56 entries, so he's getting quite a lot in terms of volume. But he is technically.
If it was Roscoe, was so funny. Oh, such a good vid, bro.
Good team, so I think
such a good vid. Good time. That was torturous though. 7.5 hours or 7 hours, 6.5 hours. I don't know. 7 hours of that.
So he was definitely the star player for CAG. For him to begin 0-2.
Listen, if Reload was all memes, I would totally
not ideal. I think we're starting to notice that as the fact, of course, VirtuosoPro 2-0 start. I will say
I thought they were playing with 6 bullets too. Same.
Really, I love.
No, I did too. I really thought
map because
every magazine only had 6 bullets.
Sides of the coin, but in APAC,
it disappointed me. That's so true. I feel like you either get the best or the best or the worst, and it's a 50-50. What up, Lucas? Jaeger, thank you for the front.
Exothermic.
I did say Whataburger. It's exactly what I said. Whataburger.
Pretty simple stuff to kick things off here for Cyclops. And again, noting that
Hated dog, thank you for the prime. Hey, we love primes. We love
prime. For both sides as well. So
legit aces against Roscoe.
I don't think it's been like a singular.
You know what we did?
That's been massive.
What we did do.
It's a nice pick here from Wookie Man onto Black.
What we did do, chat. Oh my god.
Must have had the good vert angle and up close. Sharif taken down again. Another.
Okay, that guy just creeped up on a window. That guy was 2 feet away from him and he didn't hear him. His audio broken.
Actually look a little bit comfortable here on the defensive Chalet.
Whataburger.
And it feels like it's up to Jibitsu to go and find one.
The literal.
That's exactly what he's doing here. Over the wall.
Oh my gosh.
And Mephi wins the battle.
The literal typing of it is what a burger, but everyone pronounces it Whataburger.
5v2 lead.
Whataburger.
We're going to start beckoning here for VirtuosoPro.
It's just a super damp, moist burger, chat. Like it's just a hydrated burger.
That will be provided.
Oh, timing.
He unlocks and Messi finds a third in the round, and this very well could be the first flawless here at Reload. As Anaton, well, he does spot a couple coming up fireplace stairs. He'll get himself a double. He's got 4, but he cannot make it any more. 4 though does go the way of Mephi, and 3-0 the lead for VirtuosoPro.
Yeah, I think heading into this particular matchup, if you had have told me it was a 3-0 start, I very much would have thought that that'd be in favor of Cyclops. And, I mean, irrespective of the sides, but an opportunity, I suppose, now for Cyclops to try and adapt.
What do you ban?
We do have the additional bans to come through.
And coaches, I think, do they get to talk as well?
I believe coaches can. I haven't had 100% confirmation. I wasn't actually looking to see if the lips are moving there to confirm that, but been rather dominant from VirtuosoPro thus far. Cyclops, I mean, in that instance, finding it difficult just to get simple map control. Previously, not as much of an issue.
Americans boil burgers in water.
Completions, but
Never know till you try it. 6-bullet thing. These teams have to wager their bullets every game.
We did have the bans, by the way.
You can wager a bullet. You can wager 2 bullets.
This is the first time for all of us.
But basically, you're going to get back what you wager.
But they've been done through that little package. So we've had Grim get banned down.
Favorite EU player?
New systems, so 6 operators now banned away from this particular match. Heading into round 4, 3-0 start for VRX. Very clean, very quick.
That's a great question.
And so far, this match is turning out to be rather quick and clean
EU?
as well.
I don't know if I don't like follow the scene as well as I used to, so I don't really remember who all is still in it, TBH.
See if that can be a differentiating factor. We know that typically Anaton.
Can we get the drops here? Yes, sir. Drops are on for you if you aren't watching. No way. No way people still spawn peak like this. There's genuinely no way.
And just probably try and aid in a bit more of that map control, get in the face of VirtuosoPro and apply a little bit more pressure. For me, their pressure factor has really not been there as much as it needs to be on a map like Shop.
We didn't touch on it, but of course the multi-ban.
Just say Shaiko? True, Shaiko.
Basically
so
the best
cute.
Montang inside of APAC. Basically a 2-operator, 1 trick. With the,
you get it? Yeah, it's like, it's just,
and both banned out.
no one's gonna ever fully understand. No one's ever gonna fully understand.
Right? Like when you've had 2 operator bans on you.
Well, I mean,
and he's still 4-2.
I think in general we are going to see quite a bit of being banned out.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Target detected. Coincidence. Yeah. It'd be Anaton though. Target ban.
Better map control this time around though for Cyclops. Already over towards Mez, looking to start poking towards Office. They have the Thatcher available once more. Primary hard breach, double wing down for the ace and the Thermite, and that will make this a rather easy task. Tibber is though available, and so Mephi can just stall that out for a little while longer. Keep in mind, 8-0 by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Only just noticing that now.
4K in the last round. 4K, sorry, I think it would have been.
And again, holding down very similar position, powerful, DMR in hand. Really important that Cyclops clear properly this time.
Zoto Canister will again look to delay. That wall is indeed frozen. It's a new visual.
Forging Pixels, thank you for the Prime. I lived in Texas for a few years, wasn't impressed.
Has been shot out.
It's because you got to get the right thing. Like, I'm not going there just to get like a normal burger. I'm there for the sweet and spicy bacon burger. Their fries are good when they, you know, actually cook them.
There's a swing from Mephi. Well, when you're hot, and he is starting very hot.
Top tier.
For reload.
Going pro for CJX. I would if it was actually different.
Second and a third in quick succession. He is hot. We need to stay on him. 11-0, and unfortunately for Shuri, no entry to be found as he is the solo for
so
CAG,
cute. Look
and it is going to be a 4-0
He's so cute.
start for VRX and the Koreans. A dream start here in Rio.
Bro,
really like
how old is this guy?
Right, they deploy the smoke.
How old is Shuri? He looks like a child.
Cyclops just don't expect the reaggress.
He looks like he's in 5th
For me,
grade.
the most concerning thing is the Blitz was, I think, the 3rd, maybe 4th operator to die. They send it through piano. Like, what's the play there? Surely you're anticipating the half will hold again, and that's where you try and get
Sweet
a
spicy bacon burger, bro. It's got it, bro.
If you have the Blitz at the hard bridge, Mephi swung, if you remember. So that could have been an easy opportunity to actually maybe counter that.
Yeah.
What a start, though, for VRX. Again, it's a new look roster.
Trail Dusters and Texas Land and Cattle. Okay, I've never been to either.
Over the analyst.
I go to Saltgrass.
No longer the stand-in, and things look very, very good. I love their new logo, by the way. If you can just see it there encoded.
Styled and cute, yeah.
Looky, but it looks very nice,
very
clean.
I'm not allowed to say a kid is cute.
It's a very clean siege.
Is that somehow that's a no-no in today's society?
Mephi really the highlight of the match.
What the? I like the slow-mos.
It's never not funny.
I really hope we keep this. We need to keep the slow-mo on the player cams. 4-0. Well, CAG
Crawfish Surf and Turf Burger. Bro, where did you get that?
Also, the new reload bundle, little good boy doggy on the drone looks cute.
Yeah.
Ow camp. Interesting. Interesting.
2 rounds then remaining in the half.
10 seconds
Oh, it's in Plano? Okay, cool.
As mentioned, actually, in the pre-show desk.
I've been up there twice this week.
If you win in a
I was at the CMA Awards, big country stuff, and I got to see a bunch of artists.
Rather rare at this kind of level, but
is 4-0 right now.
At this point in time, at least.
4-0.
It's very much looking towards that trend, right? Cyclops
He should be wearing the Roy sleeve.
Much of a fight.
That's very true. Wait.
Well, they've got to find a way to get Sharif in the game, right? He's 0-4, and
I should send the Roy sleeve to Dream.
Statistically,
I should send the Roy sleeve to all of my Pro League friends.
16 KD at a tournament like SI.
Maybe they'd wear it. Maybe they'd like it.
For an APAC player.
Ooh, W Mira.
Role as well, so you calculate that into the picture. Like, we haven't even really seen the Deimos actually be all that.
I don't know, like some of these guys don't need a sleeve though. You know, like it's
operator. And so I feel like for CAG, when you're playing the attack,
this is their bread and butter. Some of them don't need a sleeve. They don't like a sleeve.
Can you find a way to get him into the game?
So
get a couple of opening picks, and you got to remember as well, first 2 rounds, CAG
build an army. Yeah, I'll make my own Pro League team with a sleeve.
3-on-4s, 4-on-5s in their favor, and squandered both of them. They should have won that office round.
Quickly, let's play a game of over/under. Mephi.
No, this is real stuff. Like they're playing for like
way higher.
First place gets like 170,000. So
250.
Very much, this is a try-hard event.
263. I have never seen an EPS that high in my life.
Jeez, I've never been that bad.
I didn't even know I could go that high.
So,
the problem is,
to my knowledge,
it's just going to plummet.
They play Pro League like normally, right? But they are actively wagering bullets. So at the top, you have 2. The white number is how many bullets they currently have. The red number is how many bullets they're wagering. So if Fear beats CAG, Fear will get 2 more bullets, and CAG will lose 2 bullets. There will be small events where they can 1v1 each other to get another bullet. The 4 teams with the most bullets, maybe,
to the hands of Mephi, who's turned into a god here in Rio. He
move on. I don't know. So I think that's the general idea. Wait, W bullet tracers.
It does not work. 5-0.
Bullet tracers looked good there.
As the Korean powerhouse is shredding this Japanese roster.
I could not coach now.
It's the slaughter at the moment. I mean, very dominant.
Interlock toes and eat insects, brother.
Really good reads on
You are a demon to go on a date with.
Some of their positions really didn't change that much. Again,
the game looks so good. 1v1 is something I wanted to see. Yeah. I think
Cyclops kind of had
the
to
1v1s are like if you want to wager, I don't know, if you want to wager another bullet or something and you want to 1v1, so I don't know. Something like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, they weren't able to make up.
But yeah, we slam a lot of pros in raid for sure. It's kind of light work.
Lean on Sharif.
Pros are kind of easy.
With a good raid and Black Riot double windowed, not able to.
I believe this is a new experimental format.
Really blended themselves into playing these really long lines.
Good morning, Matt.
There was no sweep threat.
Good morning, Matt. Okay, I'm gonna get some more water.
At all, and so very much a case of just walking into those lines of sight and getting crushed.
Wait, do we get it?
Nah, no slow-mo this
time. Oh, don't tell me they've already taken it away. No.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, 5-0 start for Ferox is certainly not something I had on my bingo card.
5 seconds to go.
I wasn't like...
Is there a... I'm assuming there is a 7-0 on the fresh bingo card. I can't remember.
Has Fresh put out a bingo card?
I believe there was.
Okay.
Or maybe it was on Reddit. I can't remember.
I saw one on Reddit. Shout out. They did their own bingo card. See, I mean, look, at the end of the day, CAG surely don't get 7-0 here. Like, this could be a case of, like, defense comfortability. Playing on CJX, you know, you've just traveled. Maybe you want to start defense, but, I mean, even
we're heading into the 6th round.
It's so dominant that, it's...
And 4 players have got a 2 or less kills.
Yeah.
It really doesn't get much more dominant.
Well, to be fair, for FearX, they've got 4 players with 4 or less. Just 1 player's got 13.
Yeah. When you frame it like that, sure. At the end of the day, it's the number at the top that matters, though.
Matters the most.
I think they're just going to go.
And those bullets as well. So I think it's 2 each. 2 bullets have been...
This is you. This is the part where you talk.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, we'll see, because Boogeyman might be able to find a pick, expecting others to follow behind the blitz. Indeed, that's what happens. Black Gray completely caught unaware, but a good trade from Anaton. Indeed, now 3 versus 2, but Anaton going for the plant. Sharif needs to keep that shield up, and he cannot. Tries to push forward, eventually loses his life. Anaton's got a couple of picks, but he needs at least 1 more, and Rin is the only one standing on that Allah 1 versus 1. As close as CAG have been to winning a round that we've seen so far, and on the board, finally, Cyclops have done it. They've won a round. Woo! Woo. But hey, I mean, that was better, right? I mean, it's very standard in terms of a breach rush behind shields, send it in, hope for the best. It was sloppy. It came down to a 1v1, but it was still executed the way you want it. Push in, get the plant down, play off breach.
I mean, we saw it so many times over the course of that half where clearing structured setups was not their strong point. So you may as well go for that play at that point in time. You're already trailing by 5 rounds to try and get at least 1 on the board. Eliminates now that opportunity for FearX to claim the flawless card. so those additional bullets will no longer be applicable. Ban phase then for the second half. Again, if you are maybe just joining, maybe you missed the explainer before. This is the new ban phase implemented for Siege X. And we are going to see a couple of change-ups to perhaps what we saw in that first half. Tuber Rao was rather impactful back in that first half, but will play no further part in the second half.
$5 and a crisp high five. Nuke saying for the 2 months, isn't adding bullets overcomplicating things. I don't know, bro. The whole system seems a little odd, but hey, you know what? New things. We must be down for change.
I'm happy to see it.
Just bought a blacklight chair. If I don't at least hit Emerald, I want a refund from you. Nice.
No 7-0 as well. I mean, I think that's
I
something
hope
we didn't probably want to see on the opening
I
match.
hope
Certainly Cyclops didn't want to
the
see that on the
chair
opening
gives
match
you
either.
everything that you
Yeah,
need.
as you were alluding to,
Yo, officially psyched with the 5 big booms. Boom! 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 5 big booms. Thank you, Psych. Appreciate that. Slummy, thank you for the prime. Shock for thank you for the prime. W's in the chat for the 5 big booms. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh. 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 Crazy spawn peak.
We always kind of like try not to go too much off of what we
The
see
new
from
ban
first half,
system?
because now we
Sure,
get to see
heck it, you know what?
defense, they very well might be able to
Listen, we've been playing the same game for 10 years. I'm down for change. I'm down for some new vibes.
Certainly possible. I mean,
B-Stream's back? Okay, well, I'm kind of invested in this one now.
The chances of recovering is very
We finish this game, and then we go to B, and then we watch Dream. Castle and Library. Big castle strat up here. Big castle strat up top, my boy.
When you go into the attack, though,
Teddy Bear, think of the tier 1. Can someone please explain the changes to me? What am I watching? Somebody explain it to Robin. Hello? Audio? Didn't you hear this guy hop in?
Wasn't even looking. Was looking in towards Library.
Bro, okay, so far, I've... Yeah, oh! I mean, that's a castle. That's just a classic castle play right there.
But he's very low.
You can't beat him.
On the entry there on the Ash.
Absolutely insane. That Ash meleeed the air, though.
No, I don't think a half.
Bro went for a trick
That sounds
shot.
like something you'd say in a ranked game.
Okay, so anyway, so far, I feel like I've seen more pros not hear anything.
Yeah, what's the response going to look
And
like
that's
then
kind
for
of odd.
Cyclops as they look to
Not gonna lie, kind of odd.
as well?
Like, people are just walking on people and they don't hear them.
A little bit more information, still a wealth of drones available to...
CJ's looking good, can't wait to play. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all new stuff, new visuals, new graphics, new. Which I think is refreshing. We needed a facelift, you know, keep things... Wow, this bar looks insane. The bar looks insane.
You can ignore him, he hasn't got a kill.
If you get stream sniped in ranked, what are you doing if someone bans Mirror and Castle? Bro, I just cry. It's like a very boring game.
I just got detonated somewhere for Chibisu. I didn't get to hear the explosion. Still a minute left into this round. It's a slow approach from Fear.
Bless me, chat. Bless me.
Yellow ping as they look to take Library stairs.
Oh, dang.
Well, I told you. Bond has arrived in Rio.
It just seems like it might be hard to see people every so often. Like you're really gonna have to check pick. Ooh, dang, DMRs.
And that's another kill coded. Decent effort, and it's given FearX a very resounding lead in this 7th round as the plant goes down in towards games. Blackray by himself on Fenrir, and he's got a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, he's a mile away. Allows that plant to go down.
New rank system? Was not aware of a new rank system. What's changing to rank? Ooh,
charge. Boogeyman to complete the job, and FearX very quickly found themselves on match point.
What did you think of the attacking round though?
It's like I'm watching more of ranked than Pro League. That's what I'm saying.
Entry fragger and then follow-ups, the drone
it's kind of crazy. It feels like we're just watching like a standard match.
Very quick map control. Maybe find a pick, do a bit of damage. They achieve that. Slow it down.
Yeah, you ban Mirror Castle as Zombie. You can get 3 bans.
So
you can literally get up to 3 bans, and that's all the fun ops.
You can see them talking in the background there. Yeah, not ideal.
If there's audio issues after this, I'm gonna be sad. I agree.
007 to begin here at Reload for a player
it was funny. So
absolute best
I actually
in Boston not that long ago.
I got in an elevator with the developer, the head developer for the audio change. And it was really cool because he recognized me as just like, hey Roy, like how'd you like the new stuff, the new audio changes? And when we played on Clubhouse, like I felt like it was clear. Like I felt like there was enough, but I was honest. I was like, I feel like it's gonna take some time for me to truly understand what I'm hearing. But there was never a moment where I felt like there wasn't a moment where I was like, I didn't hear, and I got upset being like, I didn't hear anything. So I said, because I didn't notice, I think that's a good sign. But there wasn't like this big aha, like, oh my gosh, audio is so much better. It was just the lack of being upset that like I didn't hear someone. So by that rationale, maybe audio is working in as it was intended. But super nice guy, super kind. So you got to remember, at the end of the day, they're people. These are people that are building these things, and they got feelings and everything. So if you're gonna be hurtful, you gotta be constructive. You gotta be constructive because people are working on it.
With the bullet system, you actually do have some opportunity.
Rank 3.0.
It really only starts to come right down to the wire in the last couple of days.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I want to be a dev? Absolutely not. Being a dev is a thankless job that just breeds hate. Everyone hates you. It doesn't matter the game, position, whatever. Everyone's gonna hate. Very few people are ever gonna thank you for doing your job or be happy.
The organization VirtuosoPro did not make.
What were you yapping about? Shut up. Ban that guy.
To rejig in the background a little bit, put this team together.
Akruli, Blackray, Shinreap, and Shibazu are negative. I mean, like, really bad.
It's a really good side. It's a really good start, but I add the caveat, guys, and the asterisk to it is they're playing against another APAC team, right? We've seen this.
Yeah, you can leave your PC on. I'll get you all the packs, don't you worry.
Then you play the big boys from the other regions, and things don't quite go the same way.
What would I change about Siege?
Opening kill onto Blackray, perfect start. Again,
I would bring everyone back that has ever played Siege. I think the game is fine. Just bring all the players back and let everyone have fun again.
New hair, new Rin.
I mean, he was so good back in that sort of.
Valk's pick rate's gonna go nucleosis, bro. Cavs pick rate is gonna go nucleosis. There's so many places to just hide. Back-to-back games.
Mephi 13-1 now. Is his EPS dropped by half?
195.
0-7 in Pro League. Chat, look. Shureef is literally going 0-7. He's playing Pro League. He's on a team that got him here to Rio. He is playing on a cool stage, internationally, getting salary, and he doesn't have any kills. So just like you do in ranked, you can be in Pro League.
Really seen many of those.
Never let your dreams be dreams.
We haven't really had the time to kind of dive into it. There's been so much other things to talk about regarding the reload format. Some small changes.
Julia, thank you for the 18.
Ooh, a chance here. The peak from Kali, but unable to find anything off it. This is pretty
favorite gun skins, gold. Love my gold. But I think I am going to start making some new combos. I'm going to make some new combinations. Oh.
That was head. That was spotted, but I don't
that was head. W quote from the caster. That was head.
He's going to go for this one. No.
He's going to go for head.
A little bit indecisive. I'd say that's probably
he's being indecisive
in this round. Not quite sure how they want to play this. Still quite on the exterior. They don't have a lot of map.
Julia, how was your drunk stream last night?
Has to be around.
I stopped by for a bit. I lurked. I lurked. You didn't seem drunk, so I was like, nah. If you were blasted, I'd be like, heck yeah, but you weren't blasted.
Made it out alive and then finds Woogie in the hallway. And Woogie then gets reassured. He made the push up fireplace stairs, and that now
GG's, chat, GG's, 7-1.
To close this out, the yellow ping and Jujutsu will fall to Coded. Leaves Anaton by himself. Free kill.
JK?
And no kit in head. It's a double. And how about that one?
Oh, how did that round get close? And why did Anderson swing there at the end? Give me a heart attack.
What a shot. Okay.
Just able to cling on to that round.
Never mind, chat. Y'all cannot make Pro League. Just kidding. That's what you need, and none of y'all have.
At the end there for
none of y'all have that.
So that was always going to be a little bit tricky.
Your niece's dance recital. El Niece. El Niece. Chat. El Niece in chat. El Niece. Capper Bobcat. Thank you for the 3. Thank you for being of the GOAT. Thank you for your love and affection. I love you.
As Fearax will call a tactical timeout here with Dark leading the conversation.
We switched to Siege and it was horrible. Love that.
Which we don't get to.
Yeah, it doesn't. I was just about to mention.
Wicked 5-1, dude. I'm so good. No, El Niece. Niece. Not knees. Nice. First time being able to tune in for a stream. Thanks for the great stream, Roy. Hey, appreciate that. Enjoy the drops.
Sorry.
Enjoy the drops.
You did.
I am a pro. You're right. I slam pros on the daily. Eat them for breakfast.
How do you feel? It's been
it's a bit rusty.
Should have beat Bolo. Should have beat Shaiko. I did beat Spoy. I did beat Dream.
6 months ago.
Because
we haven't even had like.
Who else have I?
So.
I don't even know.
With,
should have beat Uzi.
Emmy as well. Shout out.
Should have beat Varsity. Did beat Varsity. Then lost. Then won again. We beat Nugget. We beat Roscoe. You know, so we're basically undefeated.
He should have died.
Oh yeah, well, Napple, I'll be honest, Chad. I put on the castle outfit for the memes. I couldn't hear anything. I was using AirPods. Couldn't hear anything. I was wearing the ski mask. Couldn't see anything. That was a very illegitimate 1v1 I was doing for funsies. If Napple wants a serious 1v1 where I try, I'm down. Very, very down. But that was more for the memes. Okay, I really don't even count that as like a legit attempt.
From here on the defense, we'll see at G if they can really get going, and I think that Anderton's performing incredibly well right now.
Pro at spectating. I am really. Wow, this trench is bright. How is the trench so bright?
If you can find anything out west main, and that is a wonderful shot, by the way. That is not easy to
How
hit
did he
onto
see him?
Wookie, and he will fall on the black beard too. And Sharif, unfortunately, his poor start to this tournament continues before our eyes. He's 0-9.
You couldn't hear or see, but you were making fun of people with glasses. I don't like this anymore, right? I wasn't making fun of. Dang, this guy's just running around killing everyone.
He needs his team to win this round for that to happen.
No, I wasn't making fun of people with glasses.
Who's 14 and
I was making fun of herds for wearing glasses indoors, bro, where the sun is not out.
I mean, it feels like despite the scoreline 6-2, they've had a lot of rounds where they've actually had that player advantage. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
Vodka pickle juice.
Good boy, opportunity, but hey,
bro, I swear, like, are these people even on their screens? These pre-fires are insane. Maybe audio is working incredibly well. Maybe audio is incredible because I feel like we just witnessed 3 pre-fires.
This round and 4 players in the grave. Coded and Rin.
Yo, boy, spectate. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and see what happens.
We've seen Cyclops give opportunities.
See what happens, dude.
I mean, many of these rounds thus far, so do not count FearX out just yet.
Reverse sweep, yeah, for real. Imagine choking a 6-1 lead.
Still very much available. Cam spotted out, been able to clear that, and can now get to work with these Vetero drones and look for additional pieces of utility in towards the site itself.
Shoe Reap is 0-9.
BPC.
Shoe Reap is still 0-9.
So just chipping away at the information.
Shoe Reap is currently cosplaying as Yo Boy Roy right now.
And I don't mind this in FearX. I mean,
exclusively on cams.
Like this, it's very natural, but I think their tempo, generally speaking, has been quite good in the mid-round.
I don't think it's been too dissimilar to what we saw from CAG in the first half. Early start, then slowed down. Coda just wanted to get the plant down. The gas canister, though, is going to force him back out.
You got faith and dream? Of course.
Still
Bro did VOD review on you?
As well. Coda's still trying to just make some contact.
He's like, let me watch 1,000 hours of Yo Boy Roy. I know exactly how to play.
This could work potentially. Try and go for the deep plan and Rin sneaks forward.
Be a funny tweet.
Tries to go half wall this time.
Oh, Rin though. Just steps over the mark. Unfortunately encoded. Well, he does get the plant down and gives himself some kind of opportunity. It's a very unlikely one at that. Here in a 1 versus 4, Lowenheld holds over towards Ego. Great swing from Chibitsu. He's starting to perform very well. CAG as a team finally starting to get going. 6-3 scoreline. Set that mountain high to climb, but they are climbing it. They've got their hiking boots on and they've started to make their way up that mountain. 6-3, more respectable scoreline as well.
Additional ban as well to follow after this round, and we'll see.
Who does that benefit more though right now? The team that's losing a couple of rounds in FearX, even though they're up 6-3.
It probably does give FearX a slight advantage if Cyclops have found comfort in what's been taking place at the moment. I don't know how much of that is really operator-based currently, but yeah, we'll see what kind of impact it will have.
You know, one thing we actually need, just live suggestion here would be some kind
of
lightweight over.
Leak your bracket.
Just like that.
You should cosplay Iana Elite.
Absolute
what
magic.
car do you have? I have a truck. and an R8.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I love this new system.
2 shots and I'm
Absolutely. I think it
cooked.
really just
Going to the store to get some more. I am like one seltzer and I'm toast for the night. Blackout if I have one seltzy.
Along with the Twitch.
Nobody can do Roy like Roy. That's true. I would find a way in 9 rounds to be 0-10.
That doesn't help
That's my specialty.
An operator that can certainly help.
What tourney is this? This is Reload in Brazil. New experimental structured pro league.
Okay, that's pretty BM.
5'0" tall and have not drank in a while.
In anticipation for the
yeah, I mean, I really hope he doesn't actually get a kill now.
For the free packs?
Am
I supposed to? Where am I? Where can you bet? Can you bet somewhere?
A couple of kills ago, a couple of deaths ago.
Oh, I probably missed it. Probably closed. I never do that.
The one solace though, you're always going to try and look.
I never do the free predictions.
Find the positives is that for CAG, you've got
on the site, but they probably closed it. Yeah.
You know, it's just having a down game, right?
I always forget.
It happens from time to time, and yet they're still being competitive in this game. It's 6-3. They're bringing it back. If Sharif gets going and starts to contribute, and it becomes 6-4, you start to get a little nervous if you fear it. Yeah. Because you had a 6-1 lead, gets the 6-4.
I'm a seltzer guy.
So I put a big emphasis now on a round such
as this, dang, that's hurtful.
Operator ban phase.
I'm allergic to beer.
There's a little bit of pressure now on the Fear X to close this
Roy
one
will get Sage Rest and still died in Sage Rest and still die in Siege. Did you just make a Valorant joke?
No one can attack.
Yeah, this is Siege X. What's your favorite seltzer?
No one can attack, or they're both
you know, probably a Truly.
Depends. How positive do you want to be?
I think I messed with the Truly. It used to be White Claw. High Noons are good. Topo Chicos are okay. You know, there's, oh my gosh, look at the AIDS. Look how many AIDS are here. Imagine still getting flashed.
You can see firsthand the Jaeger changes.
Holy utility, bro is in the poops.
His ADSs.
Does he actually get a kill here?
From the Capitao, and you can already see the difference.
Will bro get one kill? That is the question.
Key position inside a library for a hell of a lot longer.
They just wait. They literally used every piece of util. They have so much left though. 2 flashes, 2 smokes, a nade.
Anderson could probably hold this. I don't think he's really under immediate pressure to fall at this point in time. He can just hold it for as long as he wants. And in fact,
you can do the finale?
Okay.
Okay.
May be completely forced to rotate off this.
And there's only 90 seconds left now. You've wasted a lot of time trying to clear out the Jaeger. Admittedly,
try to seltzer peaked right after. Wow.
They did find that elimination.
Y'all aren't trying the good flavors, you know. I mess with a good black raspberry combo or a mango, you know.
Does have a nitrous self, of course. Castle barricade still up into the effect.
Oh dang, he rushed him. Shotgun? Oh, that was sexy. That's a sexy play.
Able to find that pick, clears out library. 60
no, that was
seconds
so
left.
hype.
Anderson though, now up to 12 kills. Gets rid of Mephi. Takes down his competitor on the other side. Takes it back to a 4 versus 3.
Neutral?
Okay. To get a
Okay.
bit more map control.
The thing is, I really don't drink, so like, if I have to have something, I grab a seltzer.
That particular position in the
But I don't choose to drink because mainly it's too
40
expensive,
seconds
bro. Like, there's zero reason to spend $7 to $10 on a drink. Zero reason for that. And then, because I don't need it to have fun. If I need to hold something, if I'm like this fest, the music awards I was at, it was outside, country vibe, everyone had a drink type of thing. I will hold on to my one seltzer for the night. But I hated that I spent like $11 on one drink. I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever.
Does have the diffuser as he finds the entry kill onto Blackray. 10 seconds in a 1v2.
CAG, ooh, bad aim. CAG comeback. Oh, they're having so much fun.
What a round.
They're having so much fun, chat. Look how happy they are.
The opening death battle as Sharif falls again. They were down a couple of players. Woogieman with an amazing entry through mud to clear out
What
library
sodas
stairs.
do you like? I'm a Coke Zero White Monster guy.
Initial clear at library, the earlier portion of the round, but I felt like Ferex then
drinking at home better or just not drinking?
Round cleared things out. But CAG holds strong defensively.
What attachment skin? It's called Mossy Grown Ruin.
For reload, as CAG are fighting
21
back
AE on a 6-pack of Great Northern.
The last time that we got the cast in Brazil,
I don't know what that means, but sounds crazy.
Ended up being quite something special. Yeah, this one.
What about the A stream? We're invested. We're invested right here. Once this game ends, we will go to the other stream.
The most important detail really to nerd out on that round was the
You love Fireball?
Right? You have back to
$18 for one beer? Yeah, that's
previous
insane.
match was. You wouldn't be able to do that because it would have just been flamed out. But now that the balls get captured by the ADS devices.
Have you tried these circle water bottles? No, I have not. I don't understand the hype of this dude is 0-10. Shureep needs to find the scoreboard.
And burn it with those
what was I gonna say? Oh, right. I don't.
Particularly effective.
I have no idea what I was gonna say. Oh, water. Yeah, I don't understand all the differences. No, not the spawn peak. I've never understood all the differences of water.
Traditionally, it would be the Glaz and Sense combo, but that's no longer applicable.
So I was looking at the EPS battle. Mephi, of course, who started at like 260 something.
Favorite elite other than Castle? I like the Captain one.
A little bit close. Oh,
I like the Captain one. It was one of the very first ones.
CAG, they've definitely got the momentum now.
The move is soda water. Lime in a highball glass, cheap as the vibe of drinking without having to.
Defender-sided Chalet. Neither team is just capable of pulling together these attacking rounds. Skipper2 under a little bit of fire towards Solar.
Tap water elite. No. Okay, hold on. I'm not that uncultured.
Curious to see if they can actually get that.
I'm not that uncultured, but
no catch this time around, right? So no Jaeger.
I'd be seeing people walking into gyms with like Voss.
Very effective there. Keep in mind, Ying was going down in that first half, so quite a significant change here for
crazy vest. Is Ying going in? Ying's not swinging though. Ying just did all of that and didn't swing in.
This is the absolute biggest counter that you can bring to the table to stop this kind of attack.
Bro just mass blasted that guy and died.
Coda trying his best.
Good boy literally threw in all his candelas and still lost.
On the Glaz as Akali gets on the move, one on the repel. Big kill from Mephi.
Oh, 0-11, 0-11 inbound. 0-11 inbound.
Come through onto Akali.
Oh, he ran.
Over towards the mezzanine, and a drop down now from Sharif. Needs to find.
Wait, Sharif's so cute. Wait, Sharif's the cute kid.
To get off that donut and try and
come on, Sharif. Come on, Sharif.
Zero, and he needs to find three. If CAG to stay alive here in the opening match of Reload,
stay alive.
Coded, Woogie, and Mephi.
You got this, buddy.
Fearx with 1 minute to just make sure
this dude's probably like 26 and I'm being like cute little buddy.
Sharif trying to find at least one kill.
Come on.
Blocked though.
Get you one. Get you one here.
The one player he could shoot at has a shield in his face and his position.
Uh-oh, he's panicking.
Uh-oh. Will he be 0-11?
He got one! He got one shot. Let's go. W Sharif. W Sharif.
CAG, the APAC rivals, a little bit hot and bothered.
W Sharif.
Onto the Havana on the other side. It's unfortunate for Elevate, but super well played here by KZ especially. A 5 versus 1 and Furia, as you'd expect on the defense.
Great value purified drinking water on top.
5, Tim, but it feels to me like this is going to be a 5-2 scoreline
like
coming up for Furia.
It's got to be like, what, 15 cents a bottle?
Low health as well. It's going to be a big ask.
Have you ever had to babysit a friend who's blackout level? No, I've no.
In the form of that skeleton key, maybe get himself a little extra.
A lot of my friends drink, but none of them have gone blackout level.
He's probably heard the gunfight, but it doesn't matter. KZ steps around the corner and slams his man. Picks up the final kill.
Chat, when are the 1v1s? When do they get to 1v1 stuff?
Another round, going to Furia. They're looking good.
I mean, KZ barely looked bothered there. He was literally, he probably moved, what, 5 meters around a pinpoint at the top of those main stairs, or at the midpoint of them, dashing towards kitchen
water.
towards bathroom to take a challenge.
No, what is that? What is? There's a thing called thick water.
Elevate got to get their ideas
I hate
together here if they're going
that.
to shut down Fury and be a little bit quicker on the push in, and maybe with what they've currently
Absolutely hate
change
that.
away from this, but we're seeing things like the Sens, the Capital, the Line. You got
Roy
Psycho
for
back
going
on the
1-11 in
old
his
faithful
debut
Monty.
pro
This will be a
tournament.
blast
Yeah, I really would.
Furia might not even get another ban here.
Sharif is 21. Dang, that's crazy.
If they
He looked like a child.
and it's over in round 9.
He's gonna age well.
They won't, of course, get that opportunity.
Does shooting the fire extinguisher actually help? It acts like a smoke grenade, but then if you're close to it, when it goes off, it's like a concussion effect. So it's just random environmental stuff that makes things a little more interesting.
I don't feel like Elevate have ever really pushed them. There's been a couple of
1v1s in the third day. Okay. Black water. Dang. So you guys know. You guys know all these random
There's no rounds
things.
where I've looked and thought, wow, Elevate really won that. They really were, and this is where we're going to see it more on the attacking
Thick
side.
waters
but
for people
I'm
with
waiting for
trouble
that sort of
swallowing
moment of,
things.
That was a great strategy.
Okay.
That was really well executed.
Liquid
They've
Death?
gone in and won
Yeah, I
that.
feel like
They've
Liquid Death
taken
is
that round away
overrated.
from
It's
Furia.
such an
I'm kinda
unnecessary.
waiting for that.
I don't like it. Liquid Death is not good.
0 and 10.
I mean, I
I've
feel
never understood that. It's so
genuinely-
expensive.
Not for
It'll be
you.
like $3 to
I never wanna see
$4 for a
players
can of
struggling like
carbonated
that.
water, and it is
otherwise,
not.
I think
It's
JP
not
has
good.
had a bit too much fun. He's up to 12 and 2 in this game, Tim. And now he's got himself across the plane on the dot. KZ going a bit aggressive here, wanting to get his KD padded out, but not able to succeed. Romeo instead being the collector of his scalp in this round.
Roy could never. He would go 0-11. Oh, I don't even get one. You think I couldn't even get one? It's toxic. It's almost as bad as Whataburgers. No. It's different, Chad. What a burger.
As it is,
What a
they've been punished, and
burger.
all Elevate can really do here is just dig
Black
their heels
lemonade.
in,
Now
make
y'all
this
just
thing,
making
punish
stuff
them
up at this
every
point.
time. If they're going to offer
That
you
can't be a thing.
tasty morsel, like somebody
Oh, they're
running out
burning
before
this
a
guy
garage,
out in
then
rafters.
You got to take it. You got to eat it
It's a
up.
dog.
And that's exactly what they've done. KZ lost. Castle not the end of
Tap
the world.
water
Those
on
barricades
top.
will
Okay, well, I
already
didn't
be in
say that.
position, so it's not really a
I did not
utility
say
loss.
tap
We can
water's
see
the
Monty
goat. Tap
pushing
water
up
is
here.
crazy.
Psycho is just choosing to take damage
Oh.
from the barbed wire rather
Take space.
than
Wait, go to
having
the
it
money.
cleared
Yeah,
out.
take space on this guy. Unshield, take
He's in a
space.
real dangerous position, Tim.
Unshield, take space.
The
Make,
thing is,
mess
as
him
the
up.
jockey, you know
No,
that
go back to the
Storm will be
money.
challenging along with this monster,
Go to
at
the
least trying
money.
to benefit off the fact
Stop.
that he's created
What is this
pressure. You've got that shield
POV?
and
I don't
knocked
want to
them
watch
down
the
at any
drone. I
time,
want to
which
watch
is where the
money.
respect has got to be given. So it's a lot
Uh-oh.
of pressure to be put under, and sure enough, here's that player. It's Romeo below. Looking for his man, and now the dot knows where he is.
yikes.
In fact, it's Romeo taking a lot of shots.
Mute,
Tim, there are
mud,
3 players
hit,
here trying to get
underneath.
rid of one guy.
Ooh.
Steps up and gets rid of
Nah,
one.
this
They get
dog
the
is a
trade, so
demon.
it's something. Romeo won
Doc
for
was a
3K,
demon for
and
that.
Maybe here with the shield still in hand, Elevate and get something done.
There has been
Mountain
quite a
water
heavy
under a
cost for them there,
microscope.
just in clearing out that
Parasites,
dock. It's
worms.
not just about the manpower, the loss
Garden
of ion
hose
and
water,
temper
there you
along
go.
way.
The
It's
first
also
W
the
take
loss
of today,
time.
garden
They're down
hose
to
water.
45 seconds, but they should have what they need now. Romeo
You'll get
is the
stomped
big
and
question
slammed in
mark,
pro
'cause he's got
play.
the defense
I'm gonna
in
get him
hand,
slammed
and
in
they
pro
wanna get him
play.
in here with Psycho so they
No,
can plant
Stompin'
him
has my
behind that
number.
server rack
That dude's
realistically.
terrifying to
They've got
play.
the cover on there. You
I didn't
can see
realize
how
there was
he's
such a
moving
skill
up, he's
difference
getting
until I
himself
played
into his
Stompin'.
spot that he needs to be.
Like Bolo,
They've got the
Bolo's
cover from the
normal.
breach.
Shaiko was
Philippe
normal.
Leapox gets a big
Everyone
kill
was normal.
and
The
drops
only
the
person that was
diffuser
not
on the
normal
ground.
was
Yes.
Stompin'. Like
This is the hard one now. They've got to make this work.
was
Tim, they have a
terrifying
spot
to
in the
deal with.
3v2 to cook something
It felt
special.
like there
They
was
might have
nothing
drawn
to
out
be
the C4,
done.
but
He
they're
was
in this
just a
2
freak
versus
of
2.
nature.
He's in for a planet with no C4 on side. Yes, this can go down. It doesn't matter what the cam shows them. Without the control they need, this
Air
is
up
going to get
water.
stuck, and now it's looking real sticky.
It just shows how easy
Uh-oh.
this site
The
can
only
be
gun
to
is
plant on.
Naka, and
You
Naka
really don't
fell off
need
the
very much.
breach.
You just need that cover from the
Ooh,
wall.
this is tough.
Elevate have understood that. And
2v2.
they played it beautifully. Naka just
Plants
holding
down
that
in
angle
default.
to prevent the push
Nade's
through.
gonna
As you
run
say,
all the way
nitro already
around.
used has been a critical moment against
This is-
Furia here, despite that
Literally, you
fight
just
back,
gotta
and
take
you would
the one
expect
against
now
the
that
Thermite.
Elevate are able to hold on for this final 10 or
And
so
he
seconds
lost.
that they need.
GG's,
Naka manages to cut down Nade. It's all going to be up to Philippox. 13 seconds with a Monty in his face. Not a chance, Des.
Absolutely not. Psycho is kind of
New
baiting that
Mango
hit to make
Mountain
sure he
Dew?
can't
That
get on it.
actually
And now
sounds
there is no
really
time left.
good.
The most he can play for is kills, but
That
Elevate
sounds
pull
really
it out
good.
to a close. I think as soon as
Is
they
that
knew
at, like,
C4
Taco
came out
Bell,
from
or is
Philippox,
that,
they were like, that's our time. This is it. We can get this
is that
plant down.
available
That's
on the
exactly
shelf?
what they did. And sure enough, Tim, they'll get another round on the board here. Not quite caught up to Furia yet, but at least being competitive.
No, I was saying I was waiting to see Elevate really
Oh,
come
I
out
get
and
sta-
win a round. I feel like they
I
did
got
with
you, I
that
got
one.
you.
It
Yeah,
was
it makes more
close.
sense.
Philippox had that moment where he took Romeo
Haven't gotten
out,
progress.
dropped the
I don't know if
diffuser
there's
on the
like
ground.
progress.
It was
I think
maybe a
once we
little bit
pass the
slow for
2-hour
Elevate,
mark
even
of
once they'd
drops,
taken
you'll
that
just get it.
catwalk, 'cause they still didn't kind of rush their way in, but that was fine. They used the time that they had, and even
Little
with 2 of it,
Caesars
they
only?
just showed such a great
Really?
understanding. I know it's a pretty basic concept for anybody who's played Siege for a long time. You're aware of holding that angle across.
Oh,
and how it
the
prevents anybody
scent.
pushing into
Yeah, so the
CCTV,
scent is
and
like
the
pumped into your
safety that it
nostrils as you're
creates
drinking or
for
something. It's
Psycho
like
to get that
it's
diffuser
on the
down. But
lid.
Elevate had to take account of certain
I forget how it
factors.
works,
Nitro
but
particularly
it
was
tricks your
one, because if
senses
you
into
haven't
thinking
cleared that
that's
out
wild.
with only
That's like
2
actually
players,
kind of
it's then
crazy.
very difficult to plant in that spot because Philippox just runs downstairs, Nitro on the ceiling above
We
it,
love ads.
clears it out, but they knew that wasn't
My
possible.
mouth just
So
watered
really well
severely.
played, and I
Julia,
would
you should
say
treat your
Elevate
watered mouth to some water burger.
All right, let's see if they can get any more on the
Do you
board.
know
So
when
count
Year
this
10
one
Bravo
competitive
packs are
as we go
coming
through. That
out?
game
I do
over on the
not.
A stream is also
No.
coming to a close, or
You should
probably a
try
little bit further ahead
chocolate
than
milk
scheduled
with
this
a
one
little
is
bit
right now.
of
Last check,
instant
6-3
coffee.
to Fear X against Cyclops.
Okay,
Pretty dominant
that's
in
a
terms of
choice.
performance. think it's 6 and 4.
Can watch up to 6 hours, and every checkpoint you can collect a pack. 2, 4, and 5, you can get a pack. Okay, there you go. We have not passed the 2-hour mark, chat, so you guys are not behind. Don't worry. Siege X is here, trainer. I know. Siege X has made it. It's so hype. It's so sexy and cool. Watch a burger, chat. You guys gotta spell it right. What a burger. What a burger. All I want is a greasy, dripping burger, and I'm treating it with great value, purified drinking water. You know what I need is a Coke Zero. I have one in my fridge. I should probably get it. Rice pudding? Bro, I haven't had that in probably 10 years.
That we use it to full effect. Twitch drone goes up, will take out one FNAT, so getting some value out of that utility as well. I think that's something Elevate have done well.
I love the texture
so far
of rice
on the attack is how
the texture, it just feels like oatmeal, but grittier. But then I don't like the texture of grits. Grits is a weird texture. Rice pudding's like, you know,
that's what they do from here.
It's as best as I can describe it.
Point where we've got ourselves moving fast enough.
Philippox
out. You got JV dug into.
Graduation
really
day.
by 1 minute 45 for you to have been able to move as a team and pressure these players away, but they're still stuck here as we're coming down to the last 75 seconds. Still with utility deployed around the map. Yes, you've got a lot of drones you've got to use in Arm's back pocket.
Coke Zero gives you dementia. You know what, Julia? It's better than diabetes. I'd rather forget that I'm fat than actually have diabetes.
Yeah, I mean, time was something that I did mention in the last one. We were kind of at that 30-second mark before the execute came in. Like you said, something that they need to be.
We're like an hour in. Yeah, we're probably around an hour, maybe a little bit more.
Sometimes is
they've got it now.
A little bit of indecision. You know, it slows them down a little bit.
I'm going to Freddy's and getting a big fat burger. Nice. I actually messed with Freddy's. That's the original steak burger, right?
This is the problem for
I love that. I like their sauce. Their fries and sauce, their fry sauce, goated.
Little bit, and that is ultimately going to cost them the round.
You can also check the progression in your drop settings on Twitch. Nice. Oh, he shot that. Hello? He's totally shot that.
In this round, and I feel it's going to sting them. JV going down here. Semper finishes him off with the pistol. A 5
you wouldn't be fat
could do this, Tim, but the clock is the
drinking Coke Zero. So real.
That's a big swing from Semper. Philippox.
I'm just saying, I'd rather forget than have diabetes, you know? Because if you're going to drink one or the other, you got to choose mental, battle, or physical.
He downs the diffuser.
Filippo!
He's going to do this. The clock runs out.
Filippo! Look how chill. That's Aura.
What more can you say?
Look how chill that guy
They
is.
moved so fast at the round start and everything ground to a halt. They didn't get rid of the evil eye that was there the whole round being a nuisance. Keeper barriers stayed up. And all Fury had to do was play to the clock.
Big boom for Errol. Thank you.
And that's exactly what we see. Now, Tim, we will get that extra band that you mentioned. We might not get a chance to see.
Honest opinion, off topic from Siege, Dallas or Austin. I've been in Dallas my whole life. I prefer Dallas. Politically, if you're looking for more red state, you go Dallas, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of us,
or pick the weakest site to guarantee
a lot of people
that
go to the other.
Because they know that Psycho's been leaning on it.
Austin is like very blue liberal type.
This is what I like about this ban system,
all that
where
stuff.
you have
So
that ban after a few rounds, after 3 rounds.
That's probably the best way I can describe it.
We're gonna see
that Dallas is more of your typical,
they took away the second
like Texan.
The first ban, and then Ace was the third ban, and so it's kind of completing
then,
a plan
Austin
that you've already
has
got.
a bunch of cowboy type people. You know, I don't know.
Monty
Austin has a lot of homeless. They have that river thing running through town, which is kind of cool. But low-key, they're overrun with homeless. I've been every time I'm there, I'm like, it just never feels clean. And that's not to say Dallas is clean, it's just cleaner. I think Dallas is cleaner. I think there's probably more to do in Austin. From what I've heard from like Skittles, there's more to do in Austin. But yeah,
everything right. And if you want to say
Dallas, it is. Yeah, I'd go Dallas, but that's just me.
Just do everything right. section.
Too flat. Also flat. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very true. Very boring on that regard. Toxic, thank you for the tier 1. Welpies, thank you for the prime. Roy, be my wingman for that chat 2 guy. Which one? Who am I? Which one? Sorry. Wasn't paying attention.
It's a lazy thing about it. It's more that some of the newer maps that we've had have either been reworked.
Fort Worth is more Western. Yes, 100%. Fort Worth is very yeehaw.
And Labs, some of our newer maps are already at a good level.
If you had to move country, where would you live? I would go to Greece. Be her wingman. Okay, what am I doing? How am I doing that? Moving and been asked to try both cities from friends was just torn.
What is the plan for CJX this year? I'm really excited to see what comes. I always love seeing the
I think I would ask Skittles. I'd go to Skittles and ask.
Can't wait.
Because he's in Austin right now.
Tommy just trying to lock themselves inside a kitchen. Herds, however, manages to pop up from lounge and find one onto Romeo.
I feel there's a wingman for you. No, you didn't want Yummy. I was saving you. I love Yummy, but you don't want Yummy.
Absolutely
fine. No. I was doing you a favor. I was L wingmanning on intentionally.
And Elevate just again.
Julia, thank you for the 500 bits.
Moment of a pause. What is going on here? Where are we working towards?
Yeah, Dallas has Roy. Facts.
That's the big question.
Conversation over.
Big impact on this round. I think they
hello from BC. I don't know what BC means, but hello, British Columbia. I bought your charm. Yeah, you did. Thank you. Thais, wingman, Thais. Okay, the guy playing right now, mute. Okay, hold on. Let me take a gander. Let me take a gander.
Well, Psycho, of course, taken with the Monty away, is straight onto the more
you
aggressive.
Bully people who wear glasses. Who wear glasses indoors. Oh, this guy's gonna get boxed. Oh, box him. Rock him, box him.
I mean, a good bit of team play coming out. Fair enough, he was pinned in there. Not an awful lot he can do, and that is what Blitz does.
Grayson hypes up Dallas. Karan and Seifel hype up Boston. Yeah, okay. Then 2 for Dallas. 2 for Dallas, 2 for Austin.
Just forcing that
what up, David?
As well. Casey would never have moved his position there.
He thinks he was. I was doing you a solid, bro. I lived with Yummy. Okay, I lived with Yummy. I'm doing you a solid. I got you. Got you, girl.
Inside of this round, it is Church and Arsenal, so time is less of a factor. We often see those final 20-second exits.
That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. We were actively trying to be like, yo, there's a girl, and then Yummy started glazing me. So exactly, proving my point. Yummy's for the boys. Okay, he doesn't have time for you. He's all mine. You got my charms? Let's go, Fox. Blind people wear glasses indoors. Okay, then you're right. I hate the blind.
For them in the last round is building up to be the same for Leapox
on to blindphobic, apparently.
All that stand between Furia and the first win here at Reload. They might get one back on side.
I know, and that's you just gotta get used to that.
Not being pushed.
You just gotta get used to Yo Boy Rosef will always be chosen over.
Push from the left, push from the right. He can do nothing. Fury are gonna take this map 7-3 and lock in those 2 bullets.
Time for Dream. Give me Dream.
Full turn.
Shot towards me and OXG, but we were not able to tap into what the potential could be. SSG is the perfect foundation for a player like this to either make it or break it, and that's what SSG is doing. If they're getting him in the right,
I train to still build muscle.
Right workout schedule, making sure that he's working on the team regimen like SSG does.
There's no way B should be able to fly. So he's a small, fat little bug. He's pushed
flip. Just goes to events, to a team that potentially wins events.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a team that definitely has a lot of
potential.
I don't know always had a lot of potential with every single iteration that this team has had. What does worry me that I do have to say, and I am happy that Newers did land here. I think he's deserving of the spot. But when you think of when Forrest was on this roster, he was a risk taker. He would get the job done. Sure, he wasn't flashy, he wasn't on top of the leaderboard.
Gotta agree with that one there.
And setting SFG up for success. And it's not to say that
89% is my second hat.
Any of these players can't do that, but that was a lifeline.
Do they not? Like these jerseys suck.
The back of their shirt.
You
back though.
And again,
oh wait, look at that guy's tattoo. The colorful one.
Gifted players in North America, so there's no doubt
I was put as
that he's going to be playing his role to where he needs to.
No, I wouldn't. No, absolutely not.
He probably would have been part of the making the jersey, been like, this looks like crap.
Real.
And getting the job done
so real.
without looking flashy.
So one of these dudes replaced you, huh?
Well, SSG's downfall
no, calm down. I was never a pro.
Your hard stay IGL, picking up a playmaker, and then throwing that burden of leadership onto a player like Fultz.
You're drinking his juicy juice.
See him evolve from a player since he's been the Ash entry. Now he's the
backbone, the IGL. He's the player that we're going to look for to be that leader, that voice in the server.
Aww.
Well, the work ethic.
What about me? The frick? What do you mean? What about me? What about me?
What about me? No, wait, that's one of my friends. You're so sweet. You're so sweet.
Ban that guy.
That guy, first of all, chill.
Ban that guy.
No. The guy's a girl.
Ban that girl. Wait, no, we need that. You're welcome. Mod her. Mod her.
Meticulously in terms of their strats and how
Wait,
they want to
yeah.
an attack or ban.
Oh, no.
Fisher. Yeah, he's like, he's a guy. 42 Wallaby Wait Sydney.
That is exactly what's going to happen. Whoever is starting on that attacking side, you are going to be pushed to the limit.
Who's Chase? I don't know. Roy, Julia, Chrissy.
Figure out where you need to move players around, take position.
We are banned
just give up
each other.
position and play back on your forefront.
You talk about holding position. You mentioned
okay.
at the start of this matchup, Laxing, that these two had
no, you don't sound right. You sound perfect. See, that right there is giving me PTSD. PTSD because of the with each others.
There seems to be a lot of.
I feel like Roy turned me down.
I did not.
I feel like I'm being censored. This is censorship.
No,
it's a limited both teams want to be able to see what the other.
I just had someone message me and say that I'm quiet.
Wait, you are a little quiet.
Turn me down. This is censorship.
What was her volume?
I think I'm gonna take you to court for that one. Can we ban Roy? So who's gonna take over for Roy if we ban Roy?
No, I didn't edit. I didn't change it today. That had to have been an earlier thing.
Then turn me up.
No, I did. I got you back. Listen, turn me up. Listen. Look. Here you go. Chrissy, 100%. Julia, 100%.
Did you accept my friend request?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Praying about it.
Oh, you should pray harder about it.
Praying about it.
I'll get back to you.
If you're looking at this roster,
Get back. Okay, cool.
Each other.
With you, yeah. That was I had to request you while we were trying to do damage control when the with each other was happening. I was like, send help.
Easily skyrocket.
So if we ban Roy,
until I was already at Chipotle. I literally was walking into Chipotle when I finally saw those messages. So how was it so late?
What'd you get?
We were trying. How fast is?
I mean, like, I don't know. The whole trip took no more than 20 minutes.
That was a quick trip. Did you
It felt like so much longer than that.
Yeah, it did. For us,
it really did.
I'm sure.
It was terrible.
We were like, no, we're so sorry.
I'm never going back again though because I just paid $20 for a burrito, and I think like the prices around here are so bad. I just got double steak with the guac, and she said $20.45, and I was like, that's actually ridiculous.
Discord won't send messages on your phone until you're idle on PC.
It's a difficult one for me to kind of look at.
That's
we were suffering with each other.
We were
narrow.
But now you know for the future.
I'll have my AI bot that'll be able to take control of my stream and be like, yo, AI, do this thing.
You just need someone who can remote into your PC like Wiz.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone to do that.
Hey, Deadly Bandits, how about instead of one of the girls taking over, it's both of us?
Ooh, wait, yeah, Bandit, wait, pick one, yeah, let's drama.
Relaxed approach to how they
prepare for events. He said, I think one of the girls should take over stream. That means we ban Roy, and then one of us takes over, but I feel like it should just be both me and Chrissy.
Mindset though, right?
I feel like that's an equal trade.
Probably do have it at this event.
Don't mention trade in this. Ew.
The social predictions look like at 51%. Well, he said narrow margin. It's actually
somehow he hasn't even stepped foot in the stream, and he got shit after like the last what is it?
Yeah, I know.
Like 3 hours.
We haven't had any close matches, unfortunately.
Hey, at least I'm better than Varsity. Varsity has been streaming this entire time, not there. I've at least been here for 80%.
That's true.
90%. Has to be more than that.
And he doesn't even have mods that are sitting and talking in his stream.
Exactly.
No. So he does not have this content.
Better streamer.
Better streamer.
But it's Varsity. What
give him the award.
Correct.
It has been happening on the beat stream.
Roy, can you buy me a PC? Can you buy me a PC first?
There we go. Here it comes. Everyone let your request be made known.
You can get one at... You guys don't have breakfast.
He's at brunch with his girlfriend. So
that's my excuse? Do I need to just get a girlfriend and then I can just leave whenever I want?
Yep.
It's an interesting way to look at it. Because again,
Roy get a
like,
girlfriend
typically
challenge.
in Siege, we look at win-loss, and it's like, well,
Streamer wants a girlfriend.
It's so dramatic on the side of the point, but with you reload
Sonic, we were here with each other for
quite
that.
differently, where if you lose this
We've
map,
overcame,
it's not really
and now
that
we
big
have
of
a
a
good
deal
story.
because you've only put up the one bullet. But also at the same time, if you
It was a
win
great
this
time.
match,
We all made it through
it's the same sense. It's
with
not
each other.
really that big of a deal because you only win one
Bam,
bullet.
bam, bam, bam,
Yeah, lowering that
Where in
margin
the
of
world
risk
are you
versus
that
reward,
it's
which is
Because
why
I love
It is not
brunch.
5:30.
this current format.
Where
And
is it
obviously, as we
5:30?
progress throughout
It's
the
not
tournament
5:30 here.
progress throughout
I
the
think in
tournament,
Brazil,
and
Brazil.
lift the cap on
Is
how
that where
many
they are?
bullets you can reload, etc.
I
That's
would've
when it's
gone
going
to
to be quite
Brazil.
fascinating
That
to
sounds
see
like
which
a
teams
good
kind of
time.
go
I do
all
have
in
a
or-
Brazil sounds like
limited
fun. It's right
gym
next. I would
equipment
like went to Brazil
category.
and
It is
Peru.
not
That's where my
the
mom's
dominant part of the app, though.
On Chalet. Hopefully they're not going to have
But
as
it
many
does
issues as the
exist.
APAC teams.
Don't-
When
Hey
they
Nomad,
play
why
this
would you
map
ask him
earlier
which
today,
charm to pick? We obviously know he's gonna pick his own charm. He's not just
Rude.
gonna say, "Hey, get Marley's charm."
He got one bullet to the
Real
shoulder.
trick.
Like, why would you ask him that?
Picking up on your point before about
They waste it. Although they use their bubbles, so thanks for using your bubbles.
Yeah.
Falcons and Falcons.
190 bubble points.
Highlighted
I'm
it.
pretty sure it was loud in
Yeah.
there.
See, whoever was
It did get quite loud,
whoever was
actually,
questioning
here at the,
why the
venue.
bubbles are
Yeah, we
worth
could
it,
hear
there you go. You get a
The
highlighted
bubbles,
message.
yes. You get a
You get
highlighted
to be
message.
noticed way easier.
I didn't even notice it. You noticed it.
7-4. Wow. Well, looking forward to this. And so far,
I opened my first pack and I got 500 battle points. I completed it 3 weeks ago.
Wild card, of course, with a very comfortable 7-1 victory earlier, and Dark Zero, I would actually say, very much comfortable 7-3 over Fnatic. So can SSG
Varsity was on
a
stream from the beginning, talked about his new Lego YouTube, and then left.
Wow, L.
No,
His
that's the
new
dream.
Lego.
That is the dream right there.
What? To be able to talk and then
He
leave?
says they're saying someone's on the stream.
You know, 5th, 6th. That
Oh yeah, it's probably Chris.
good, but taking that next
Isn't-
big leap into the top
Is
4.
it Chris Farsi's name?
We have Chrissy.
They have to shake hands.
Oh wait, you're so right.
Yeah.
Continuing to progress
We got
offside.
So right.
That
Chrissy.
is one big attempt through trophy.
What's his name?
Almau and Blaz looking to
Who?
hunt him down.
I am Chris.
That is
Okay.
some of the
No,
community
with
as
his
well
friend,
that,
his other
of course,
friend. I
caught on
forget.
to some of the
Friend.
changes. Jaeger being very much a dramatic one.
The British guy.
Actually losing his life.
British?
Also, a lot of the information regarding
Oh no.
operating
It's
changes,
Kit.
operator
If
balancing
it's the
changes.
Brit friend, it's
The
Kit.
reveal panel next Sunday. Keep an eye out.
Kitty. You know what's
That's why I
crazy?
saved my esports
Kinda getting
packs
a
for
little
new seasons.
glimpse
They
behind
What's
the
crazy?
the prereq to being able to stream future events for Siege is you have to stream 20 hours of this event.
Decides to hold his position.
So you have to
What?
stream for 20 hours, Roy?
Not like today, just like in the next week. They said like if you don't co-stream for 20 hours, then you don't get drops for all the other events. So
Thank you,
that's
Sniper, for the bubble message.
Sniper said, "Hi, Roy. You have the best Siege clips I've ever seen."
wow. Bro has not seen many Siege
A lot
clips.
of fragmented fights.
He does not get recommended anything except Roy.
That's awesome.
Stand out by the line, and Blaz able to
Thank
confirm
you.
that with the beam up. 30 seconds
I
remaining.
really-
Benji
I do
approaching
really like
the
how
trade,
Chalet
eventually
looks in the
taking out
update.
himself.
Yeah,
Jane, I know
that
over
looks
towards
nice.
half
This
full
is
Fulton
what
piano, so they have
this
to
is what
cross.
I feel like reworked maps
Still a
need to
good
look
position
like.
here for Jane, I know, to very much stop that push in.
Can we
towards
also
the
get
half
night maps back?
Kit not currently in hand for G2. Surely it's not too far away though. Jeno
That's what we
Pete.
need.
Gasbabe gone out. That was
I
Fault's
feel
final
like-
one that he had. Fight skill. The SMG. It's a double stack towards Piano.
I had started
It's
playing
Piano to win this
Siege.
battle, and he does. Double headshot.
Ooh.
SSG hold
I had
on.
started playing
Very
Siege
nicely
right
above.
before they got rid of the night maps. Like
But a
I played, and then like a
nerve-wracking
week
round to
later, an
begin
update
here
came
for
out,
the
and they
opening
had
round of
gotten rid of
this
the
matchup.
night maps.
Certainly an
They're like,
opportunity for
no.
both G2 and SSG. SSG though able
It
to
was
hold
so
out.
sad.
And a good hold onto site.
How
Gives them the
Chrissy
advantage
is
in the
staying
opening round.
digitally on chat. I'm a lurker,
Probably
bro.
the
I got
least
ADHD.
linear round that we've seen on this map so far. Of course, it's third appearance here on the Go stream. But
What do you want from me?
What
I
about
can
me?
multitask.
around the map, we had the
I be
I know, you're
reading
doing hard
chat.
work.
saw the double stack up library stairs. Eventually, then Jane, I know, unchecked half.
I
full.
put Roy's charm
Yeah.
on Castle, and then I put Marley's charm on Mira. I feel like you need to put Roy's charm on all of the operators.
Overcome
What's
that
going on?
adversity in the late round. So SSG off to a
We
strong
the girls
start.
we-
Yeah,
Chat
we read
more
chat
than
way
Roy
more
does,
than
yeah.
Roy does because Roy has to stream and watch stuff and focus
He's
on
on the
the
phone.
stream. Yeah, see, he's on the phone, so now we can take over again and read chat.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're back on the phone. Who's he on the phone with? Those are real questions.
Looking at the bands as well. No Blackbeard, no Dan.
You guys can
his
go to
boyfriend.
Julia's. You can go to Julia's Twitch or mine. Sometimes we stream.
Hey, I streamed last night. I stole stuff.
She stole stuff last night. I have to stream this weekend.
He's calling his boyfriend Evan. Leave him alone.
I'm calling Varsity. He's like, hello.
Roy's boyfriend Evan. Do we have Royce charm on majority of my mains? Why do you call him Royce?
Rolls Royce.
Shut up, Nick. I streamed last night. You were there. I saw you in chat the whole time. So y'all won the rock, paper, scissors? Who's playing rock, paper, scissors?
Fresh actually made a very good point.
Who's the commentators are pretty boring. Which ones are you talking about? Because if you're talking about me, I'm banning you.
Yeah.
I'm already not.
His boyfriend because no hus wants him.
We were going hard. We were going hard earlier with the booms.
We should have just been here.
Yeah, with each other.
With each other.
What?
Roy is kicking his feet while giggling under the table to make another Brawlic man.
That's why they pay him.
Another Brawlic man? What
very good.
is that?
I've heard he's on big money.
It's a wild
Can we stream with each other?
Yeah, we can stream with each other. Don't worry, Chris.
Yes, we're
If
here.
anything, copped a stray bullet on the way back in, and
His name is Joseph Boyden Royce.
go in that sort of
not the full government.
Oh, wow. Hey, you're off the phone. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, sir.
I'm getting a lot of calls today.
Yeah.
Where is
So
the
information off
other?
the board for G2,
I don't know.
especially for the eventual
Probably
push
asleep.
in
I
towards site.
texted that dude, and the day I first wanted to play with him, he texted me at 6 p.m. and said I just woke up, and I was like, dude,
What?
that sleep schedule is not American.
Is
Here now.
Oh,
an
why is
American
he
sleep
waking up?
Is very much just
No.
Why is he
stalled out
up
with
at
those quick
6
kills in
p.m.?
succession.
Yeah.
If he's up at 6 p.m., that means he probably went to bed at like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
You had to have. Or dude just sleeps through the day or something. 1v5.
That sounds
That's
like
what
my
the
sleep,
nonsense
not gonna
house
lie.
was. I felt like I was living alone in that house because everyone
Galactic,
went to
thanks for
bed in
the
very,
sub
very
with
early
your
hours.
Prime.
Never even looked like
4
Really?
months of Prime
Horrible.
subs.
Thank
Never
you.
really got.
Take
So were you the one going to bed at like
Yeah.
9, 10 o'clock, decent hour? You're like,
I'm
going to bed, and they're just up at like 3 a.m. Like, yeah, bro.
They're up at 3 a.m. and they're like, "Where's Roy? Oh, that old man's up in bed and sleep."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, cute Roy just.
Denying that control and then
They're up
Left
at
eye
3
sleep.
a.m. and they're going, "Man, why'd Roy go to bed so early?"
Real.
It's only 3
Yeah,
a.m.
Roy's waking up. Well, I think, like, I don't know, Roy wakes up at like 8 o'clock. He's like, that's really, or 7, whatever time. It's probably like a, like, oh, got my whole day now.
They calling you Roy.
I'd love to see like an overall attack plus
Mm-hmm.
defense.
You gotta get your sleep in, because sometimes my friends want to play, and I'm like 9:30 at night, and I'm like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, my
95% on my second pack. Woo!
96% recovery on my whoop right now, so I'm doing just fine.
In play.
I got good sleep last night.
Typically, I guess
Wow,
when it comes to Chalet,
let's
this is the one
go.
site you may actually
Thank
The
you.
Nonsense House was so goated. Listen, I watched a Nonsense House video
What we think?
like 2 years ago or something.
And
I was like, it was the one where, oh my god,
very difficult.
you guys were cooking
Yep.
and someone threw an egg at Evan.
I threw an egg at him.
all that difficult for the attack.
He remembers.
Why would you do that?
Because we can literally do whatever we wanted in that house, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna huck an egg at my buddy.
I will say again.
That was when we first became friends. We weren't friends before that, and then I almost cuddled him an egg, and then we were besties.
And then you guys were besties.
Yes.
Oh, that's and you guys lived together for that long, and then you
gonna be close.
cooked him with an egg. And
Another opening kill here, this time onto Blaz, and getting rid of the
Fried him like
tower.
an egg.
Very, very strong start again for SSG. That's a strong
you guys
operator
hear
off the
this
board.
lore? This is
G2
new
just
lore.
very
Nobody's
much
ever
struggling
heard that
to get
before.
a good
This is
start
literally
early in
a
these
posted
rounds. They're not
video.
getting any kind of sense of momentum.
No,
They're
you
not
guys
really
weren't
getting good
friends
map
before
control.
that.
SSG
Oh,
on the
yeah.
defense
Yeah.
is
We didn't know
See,
each
new
other.
lore.
very strong and
That,
continuing
can't
that
they
trend
shoot that? The
from
fire
North America
extinguisher?
today.
So throw an egg at someone to be friends with them. Got it.
Especially
Why
on
isn't he
attack,
shooting
it's
the fire
Yeah, it's a sign of
extinguishers?
bringing
affection.
that kind of utility into the mix and makes things now a challenge.
Imagine
What's
if
the
that
sign of
egg was
affection?
that.
No, that carries down.
And I want to
Yeah,
see
imagine if
G2
you
now,
that
who's
egg
gonna put
broke
the onus
open
on
and it
themselves
was
and say, okay, I'm gonna go
like
make
a
something
bad
happen. I'm
egg.
gonna find
You ever
a pick.
crack
I'm gonna
open a
try to
bad
play
egg?
defense.
Bad
Oh.
egg.
Ashen
I cracked open an egg one time and there was a feather.
Almost got Newers as well, over towards blue.
That's great. That's super organic.
It was so
gross. Back onto Alamel, so a decent trade between those two. 4v4, Luric goes for the lurk and finds Benja.
You're just giving them protein.
And Newers at that point felt he had to get aggressive to get it back to SSG. Makes it a 3-on-2.
Yes, these girls are awesome. Roy doesn't even have to say anything. Exactly. Crimson, thanks for the sub. 8 months.
Yes. Really for the first time presenting those opportunities.
We haven't had any booms in a while.
Sometimes I get double yolks in my eggs. Yeah, you'll get twins
in the
jumbo eggs. The jumbo eggs give twins almost every other egg that I get.
60 seconds. Does lose their life though to J90, and so far these two.
L streamer
gets off. Yellow pick information.
Wow.
What do you mean L streamer? We're over here averaging 900 views and haven't dropped below 900 in a long time.
Back to 2-on-2.
Go drop
plant as well, and honestly, that ended up being the best decision made. G2 on the board.
Be quiet.
Yeah, it's rare at this level. You'll see
with each other.
With each other.
Immediately looking at it.
L streamer with each other.
I'm pretty sure.
Listen, I'm really contemplating going to the gym. You know, I could go live.
One post plant. So, great decision made. Uno gets the double, and that's the first
it's hard
time we've
to
really
do
seen
that
G2 here on this map
and be gone for so long without any option to control the stream. Because what if this goes on a 30-minute break and then there's another stream with that's playing a clip?
Round 4, just like that, 3 rounds played.
Y'all better have jokes.
Playing a game.
What do you mean? I have a lot of. I mean, we got some good knock-knock jokes here, you know.
I feel like people would riot.
I will say that I think
the gym and left us in charge.
Some of the
it was cool for like 30-minute drive to Chipotle or Chick-fil-A. But like a 2-hour gym session.
I knew. See, I told you, chat. She's not about it. She doesn't have.
Hey, I would do it, but I feel like the
stream
would not be with it. The stream would not be with it.
Yeah, it's the people. The chat.
The chat's not.
Chat does riot a lot.
Chat's not down. Chat is not down.
The
girls are down.
No, chat is hateful by nature. You just gotta power through the hate.
You gotta. Yeah, we gotta. We powered through the technical difficulty.
Exactly. Let us promote it.
Looking good. You get around like that, and it's the way you win. It's not just.
You'll come back and there will be $2,000 charge from Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll come back. I'll have a new chair.
Amazon opening.
Yeah. Big Amazon haul.
1-2.
He said, "Hold on, let me clear my browser history."
Yeah.
No, that's actually so normal. It'd be like Olivia Holt age, Olivia Holt music.
Yo boy Roy birthday.
Yeah, exactly. What is my real name?
Good information.
It's my real name. Who am I?
Yeah.
Establish that information for his own lure.
Roy, do I sub now or in and out?
Last round, who was going to be the one for G2 to kind of make things happen?
You might as well sub while he's here.
Yeah,
there's a chance that in the next couple minutes he's walking away.
You never know. I can disappear.
This round to be aggressive.
We're about to hit the 6-hour mark, which is what I signed up for today.
Yeah.
Today I signed up for 6 hours. We're hitting that.
Has it really been 6 hours?
Yes, we're hitting that in 15 seconds. So
technically,
I've done my job.
One more angle that
technically you have.
You know what I'm saying?
You could also put the clip back up and we could listen to the with each other clip.
With each other.
That
clip right there is PTSD for all of us.
So yes, it will take a little bit of time just to get settled in, just to get some stage with each other in this way. And so yes, it will take them a little bit of time just to get settled in
with each other.
With each other in this way. And so yes, it will take them a little bit of time just to get settled. Just to get stage.
Did he leave?
In this
way.
Did he leave?
So hurt.
One was located, but
Did he leave?
It's just good map control from SSG though defensively. You got one over.
Oh, I was like,
Greg, why? Someone just said Greg.
On the defense, and it's to have to kind of pick and choose where do we want to go. Do we want to clear out bar stock? Do we want to get?
He said turn off the audio cam, please.
Clear that vert down below as well. Push over trophy soul the side of the map. So
you should implement more jump scares.
They're really stretched around the map. Otherwise,
I'm showing you guys my hairline.
Well, that's clearly not working at all.
Stop yapping, bro. If you want to watch the stream, go to R6's
ready. They still had good
Twitch.
numbers
You're
up above,
kind
and
of
that
here
was a
to
very
listen to
clinical
Roy yap,
from
right?
Space Station Gaming and G2.
Maybe they
want
want
to
us
hear,
start
go to the
yapping.
Rainbow
Good round.
Six
It's 3 on the
Twitch.
board,
They've
though,
got
for SSG.
28,000 viewers right
lead.
now.
And that's the reality.
You go to their stream and
mentioned it a couple
recruit.
of times on the broadcast. It's best of ones today.
Go recruit
And
5
you can tell
young
them
men.
to be quiet.
If everyone goes there and recruits 5
be a
people.
little bit more comfortable. If G2 don't start well,
Chat, we have the ability to do something crazy and go into the main chat and just spam with each other until we all got banned.
With each other.
That would be really funny.
I would take one for the team.
I might also get the Legion instead of
At this point, we just watch Royce.
Oh, true.
Very true.
What's a prime? Thank you.
Yo, boy, big and swole.
Thanks, Drew.
We can probably do the fucking pressure phases start. So just keep that in mind when we switch over.
Ooh, who's that? Anando 77. Yahoo!
That one, crew.
Yahoo!
Then, make the face cam bigger.
Kept on yapping, hub.
There, that's what they wanted to
Hub
see.
me.
Hubby,
Is that the male
husband?
version of a huzz?
Oh, that's funny. He put on the microphone.
Hey, that's a good one.
It's a good one. We hit the 6-hour mark. Yay!
6 hours. The longest Yo Boy Roy stream in history.
For this year, probably.
Sure, 3-1 up. I know that G2's attacks have not quite been.
They're at 36. Oh wait, 36 minutes ago. Never mind. I'm now eligible.
Right now, it's, you know,
Hold on,
just
let's
continue
see.
to play the way you've
Raider with the prime. Cheering for C9. Yes.
Who's sweating up a bit of a storm.
Go Dream.
Pretty warm.
Sexy Dream.
Oh,
I mean,
dream.
we're in Brazil, mate. It's warm.
Is he back up again?
30.
76% of 6
I
hours.
think we stood
What?
outside the venue.
How many calories do you eat per day, Unc?
3,500.
3,500? That's so much.
Oh, me over here with my minimum like 1,500
Yeah.
calories. Or my
My
max.
1,800, yeah. All I eat is protein. And my shakes, my first form shake, guys, don't forget to get it. Cafe latte's really good.
Oh, do you actually know ball knowledge like that? You know it's good?
Of course, as well.
You tried it?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought it. I bought it after, yes. You sent me the mint one, but I was like, that doesn't look good. I want the cafe latte one.
Oh, cafe latte's my fave.
Yeah, you were like, the mint one would be good. And I was like, no.
Close though. That's a
I
shotgun
got
in
timed
hand
out
to
for
Benja.
5 minutes for spamming
This could
with
be
each other.
trouble for Doki if he does make his way through
But the
this doorway.
cafe latte was super good.
Gun barrel shown, and Benja's not going to let him get away.
Because the last
Fall back
protein
to
shake
safety. That's an
stuff
easy
that I
swing
had,
for
I
Benja.
could
Really
not
well
drink.
played. They lose the line. Alamau goes
So,
off the back of this.
now I'm gonna
Wants
get
to get
extra.
aggressive so far. He feels like he needs to be the one to stand up, but they're all just standing down. 2 versus 5 as SSG are looking for a 4-1 lead. G2 crumbling on Chalet.
Roy has ever talked to.
Yes.
Okay, that's crazy.
Wait, somebody earlier was like, does he have 2 girlfriends? Crazy.
Yep, both.
With each
We
other.
got both.
To build confidence.
He has both.
He has one for each arm.
They're on a time
Yeah.
share. Facts.
We're on the yeah, we go to a timeshare too. It's a timeshare.
Sanchez.
And then the double down from Alamau
I
to send
think
it
you
in and
should
try to
get-
retrieve something on a trade, only making things worse.
Vanilla ice cream with some M&Ms.
Also falling in the meantime, and it
that
makes
sounds
it worse
really
if
good.
SSG
No, you need more.
What?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking like you bake apples like the inside of a apple pie and put that with ice
Does he
cream.
get this one?
That's always nice
That
for the
stop.
confidence
Isn't
boost.
that
sounds
just
really
like
good.
a
Hit some shots,
pie
but-
without the crust?
Find 3 more.
Just
Like an
saying.
apple crisp, right?
You can't judge it when you just said put some M&Ms in there and then oh it's ice cream. No.
No, that's a blizzard
Oozy
from
goozy
Dairy
lucky.
Queen.
And Benja
I-
towards the Mez.
What are your thoughts on
I like
salted
a-
caramel
This
ice
is
cream?
almost impossible territory that if you could pull it off, it's
I like
one of
cookies
the
and cream.
better plays you'd ever really see. But
Ice
now he
cream
makes his
with
way up. This is where
protein
it becomes
powder on it.
always
I
so
made a
difficult.
shake with
And Benja will
protein
shut him
powder
down
at one time.
immediately.
It was really good.
4-1 start
Yeah.
to Space Station
Shake.
Gaming. And continuing the good times here on day
Because
1.
I'm not a
in
big
America.
fan of drinking just straight up
And
drink
continuing
with
the
protein
struggles for
powder in
attacking
it. I
the
gotta
chalet.
mix.
Yeah, I mean,
So I
that's-
put like
yeah, it's
protein
I
in
just
my
chug it.
coffee. I put
Again, we come
caramel
from an
protein
APAC
shake in
region
my
where
coffee.
Typically, it's a map that is
I'll
very
put
good for attacking.
We
vanilla
wish.
protein in my ice cream.
Even that
He's
didn't happen
paying
today.
them.
Yeah, we wish.
We are not doing this for money.
Yeah, that-
We're
that-
doing
This
it
is
for
free labor
free.
right here.
Must be some good
For
apple juice
free.
there as well.
I'm actually working to get my chair
too, though. I mean,
upgraded, guys.
This is the final round.
Oh,
of the half.
Chris, he's
Really
in the
gotta find
market
the
for a
second
chair
round.
upgrade.
Absolutely. must get this to
Yeah, I'm in the
2-4.
I've had my cousin's chair forever.
You just have to put in 3 hours of work.
Like
That's
a-
it.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant
hold
3
on.
years.
I-
3 years of work.
3 years of work. Let me put 3 years of work in, guys. Don't worry. I can probably buy the chair
I
next
will say,
paycheck.
I mean, I know that Alamau Ennard doesn't get anything from that.
Honestly, once they lost Doki,
they felt like if we fall back...
Does it cut? Wait, real question. Does the chair come assembled or do I have to assemble the chair?
You gotta build the chair.
The chair I got disassembled.
So good.
They sent gloves.
Yeah, the gloves
they sent
is
these
wild.
white gloves. I was like, is it this serious?
No. Can I pay? I need to pay somebody to build my chair.
Blaz is 5-5. He got 2 kills in that last round. That went
you can take it to a furniture store and pay them.
1v5 at that moment.
What?
Not really having anyone
I'm going.
really
But then I don't know if it'll fit him. I don't.
Like
Yeah.
take it to Best Buy and drop it off at like the Geek Squad. Be like, can you put this together for me? I'll give you $50.
Physically quite a
Yeah, when it's just like a tiny person walking with this huge box, I'm like, please.
I don't know if he actually has been.
Somebody said Jinxie and used the dining room chair for years.
Roy has walked away from.
He's only got the 2 kills himself, so
He feels comfortable walking away now.
Yeah. Listen, Roy sent me a chair, and I couldn't get it up my stairs to get it into my house. I had to call someone to come and bring it into the house. I was like, please, can you come bring this heavy? And the dude just like came, when he came by, he literally just picked it up. I was like, he lifted it up. I was like, what the heck?
What the heck?
I couldn't even get. I was like, couldn't even get it up the stairs. I couldn't even lift it off the ground an inch. And this big buff man comes over and just picks it up. No issue.
Yeah.
To make a statement on his new roster.
That's crazy. I hate when like somebody comes over and does something like that, and then they just make it look easy. You're like, well, I tried. Okay.
What kind of chair? He sent me a blacklight chair. He sent me the
blacklight chair.
This G2
I have to upgrade to a blacklight.
The Athena X, I believe,
between these
is what
two
it
teams.
is.
SG won that out.
I want the
in the color black.
I think ended up losing
Let me
to
see. Unless they have a light blue one.
They have like pink.
to SSG.
They have. I think they have blue. They have pink. They have yellow and the black.
To continue the good times here at Reload.
Maybe it's green.
The new addition of Nua is that they look even stronger.
The more they talk, the more viewers they do.
Very good day to be in North America.
Wow.
This is turning out to be an amazing day to be.
I will probably stream.
If they win
But
this, then
I will not have my
need
contacts
M80
in
for the
because
perfect
my
sweep.
eyes.
Oh, this one. This one's cute. Is this the one that you have?
Yeah, that's the one I got, except I got it in black.
Oh, it's $299. It's on sale?
Oh yeah.
Sale
Sale. And with the Roy code.
What? So right now
the chair
having a
ain't even hard to
sale.
build. Yeah, it's hard to build with the gloves on. I put the gloves on to build it. Crazy enough. I was like, this comes with it. Might as well wear around.
Oh, they have the Athena
Rip
Pro in
Roy,
blue.
1998 to 2005, because the cause of death was women interaction.
Whoa, it's crazy. He probably had to go to the bathroom. Bro can't go potty.
This is a long bathroom break.
Sometimes you gotta drop a log, yeah.
Sometimes you have to have a bowel movement.
Yeah, especially after Chipotle.
Y'all
Real.
should go follow it. Oh wow.
But
not super entertaining.
Yeah.
Wow, Nick. The switch up is crazy. I thought you were the homie.
Horizontal push, and they are getting slaughtered. They cannot
3,500 calorie log.
Dropping.
It's 5-1.
Dropping
mad
bricks
quick work of G2.
He had Chick-fil-A.
Just another example.
I thought you had Chipotle. Did you say Chick-fil-A?
Oh, maybe he did go to Chipotle because he said burrito.
Yeah, I was like,
okay. Who are the ladies in the stream? It's Julia and Chrissy. Our names are Julia and Chrissy.
Yep.
May Roy's spirit bless the rest of our games.
Yeah.
Bless. So
blessed. I'll build anyone's chair for them. Oh, electric charge.
Can someone mansplain the origins of the with each other meme? Okay, so Roy went to go get food. He put a clip on of his U2s in the camera and forgot to mute the clip. So it was the commentator continuously saying, with each other, yap, 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 yap. And so everybody is saying with each other. Hey, I'm women-splaining it, which makes it make sense. Mansplaining makes no sense.
W.
KSI Phantasma.
The good news, and there is actually good news for G2, is they only bet the
that
one
was a great
bullet.
explanation.
So again, those a little bit
Thank you.
with the format
I'm
for
here
phase one
Monday
of
through
Reload.
Friday after 5
Get
o'clock.
to 0 bullets.
After,
of course,
yeah, we're
you are
here
eliminated.
5 o'clock
because I have a real job.
We have
I actually get paid.
Thank
you for your services. Yep. That'll be 5 gifted subs to the Roy stream.
Please.
I'm a little bit surprised now.
We need 5 more. Then maybe it'll bring him back.
Roll the clips back. I'm sure there are clips out there, so someone can look at the clips and find it. Oh, women's splaining where the common sense is thrown out the window. Haha. No. Women's splaining makes sense. Men's splaining does not make sense.
Look, he just walks back. He's like, I need
5 big booms. We need 5 gifted subs, 5 big booms. Oh, and he's
actually closing out this
he
match
he like
when I get a job, I'm changing my gamer tag.
Blackbeard available though for the second half.
Oh, so he's changing it when he gets a job.
He went to get his phone. Oh, yes! 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Listen, Roy, does it feel really bad that you get subs after you leave?
Yeah,
and that you don't get any subs while you're here?
He's like we said earlier, he's dropping a mysterious log right now.
I love it, honestly. He had to pinch it off really quick and then run and get his phone and go back.
Well, you kind of use the word discipline as well for SSG.
Like, you just stuck there, you're like, damn, I don't have my phone.
You need to kind of follow that same, thought.
I knew it, the Chipotle hit. I'm just like, you're just sitting there reading the shampoo bottles, just like, wow, I didn't know it had this.
So quickly.
Reading the ingredients on your toothpaste.
Quite standard defensive season.
Dang, I really should have put the magazines in here just in case for this moment.
You can't pinch off a Chipotle.
No, you can't. I was so bored.
I could hear everything. You could hear us having fun, and you're just in the bathroom like,
oh, I would have fun.
Blackbeard tries to get aggressive after
The girls just want to have
able to get that
fun.
gun up in time, and Uno will take his head off. 3 versus 3. Toki though keeps the advantage.
Needed to rotate while on the pot is crazy.
From SSG.
Always each other.
Certainly a very good opportunity for Space Station to get an early attacking round on the board in the second half and really put that nail
with each other. We blame Greg.
He needed to rotate bathrooms.
Pilot Lucid just like recruited their friend Pex.
SSG looking.
Oh, I make money when I leave my face. It's like
my face is costing me money. This is way better than Roy. Yes, thank you for that W comment.
And W comment. This is way better than Roy. With each other.
Amazing mixtures right there.
I just don't understand because when I'm just streaming by myself, there's nobody. I got one person.
When I'm streaming by myself, I have 3 people, and one of them is myself.
Small.
You're like, I'm getting my viewers up, and they're like, we love these people.
That's a big round. I don't think that can be overstated.
I get Roy's gotta go bald. What does that mean? Roy gotta go bald?
In towards sight. And
Roy just gotta put a bag over his head and do the Knox bag head cosplay.
Yeah. We just bring the good commentary, I guess. The good vibes. The good vibes.
Get the double kill.
Honestly, Roy, we just don't see enough of your ankles to fully commit. What are you even saying?
They want to see your ankles, Roy. 2,000 subs, and maybe we can see his ankles.
Mass Julia follow and Chrissy follow.
2v3,
Mass follow Julia and Chrissy.
Yeah,
2,000 cam. Oh, 2,000 subs and he puts the foot cam on. It's under the desk already. We already know.
2,000 we get the foot cam. We're gonna make sure he'll deliver.
2,000 subs and you get the foot cam.
2,000.
We know we can
He said, "Roy, what texture is
suddenly from 5-1, it
He's
very quickly
crazy.
becomes 5-4. It doesn't take much.
Can we get the ankle reveal in full castle cosplay though?
And castle cosplay.
Narrator, I can confirm he did a sock check earlier and there were no holes in his socks.
No holes, new socks. He was able to afford new socks because we got 5 subs.
New socks. What color is
losing a couple of rounds? What's maybe causing us to lose these rounds? Is it a Fenrir, for example? Are we?
Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I've heard.
Seriously, get up. You're asking that. Stand up, girl.
And you think about, sometimes shield dominance as well.
Uh-oh.
There's a particular shield on the board.
You're on the rotisserie?
So
He's on the rotisserie.
from a Montaigne, then you can ban that too to help out the defenders.
He's folded over. He's been ass.
No. He made so much money during the tournament, the 5v5 tournaments that we did, that he was able to a pack of socks.
He was. Because everyone donated to him.
All the shadows. It's so crazy.
They took so much time on it.
Golden Hour.
Love Golden Hour.
On LA is so beautiful.
Above. Utility though still can be
rotating
used
on the
for that
toilet.
trophy
Yeah, you never go side to side when you
takes full advantage.
Drop a low.
Shot there onto Doki.
Kitchen. All faults wasn't ready.
You never go from one side to the other.
The double kill.
Yeah,
and a wonderful vert hold down below the kitchen.
The foot scooch.
The foot scooch. You don't use your squatty potty and like moving around.
You ever go to the bathrooms at someone's house and there's no squatty potty, so you have to like use the trash can?
Yes, or like their toilet seats too high.
What is happening?
What
am I listening to?
The squatty potty.
You have to say like their toilet seat's too high and your feet are just dangling there. You're like, damn, what do I do now?
It helps. Did you at least wash your hands?
Did you wash your
hands?
hands?
Did you wash your hands? Yeah.
And again for the second round in a row, it comes down.
2,000 subs is
His silence is self-recording.
Go wash your hands.
You were
Yeah,
5-1
man.
down.
I like them.
Just get these round wins.
No, guys
are
just sat in
nasty.
a room and you just blew up the poop particles all over the bathroom. You didn't
With
wash
the
your hands.
Chipotle, dude.
Oh, let me even
Let's go.
Only 30 seconds left. Kit down below.
Gifted sub to
Round with the G2.
Let's go. Roy, do you play the piano? Oh, he's gone. He's washing his hand. I want to know if he plays the piano because he has a piano back there. Maybe if we get 2,000, we'll play it to jingles.
Round as well, so he is quite
says he
literally
knows, like,
on one
the
leg.
Oh, well.
To be the hero.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. Why do you have that piano back there and you only know one song?
Always sit facing the wall so you can use the tank as a table for your phone.
Uno will finish it off, and that's 2 in a row for G2. They bring it back to 3.
Interesting.
I've never thought. Wait, I've never thought.
Is that good for your hips though? Because Red sitting on the tank like that, is that good for your hips?
Yeah. Oh, Listerine. What's Listerine? Oh, he's.
Oh, Roy.
What we're doing right there, and they just read it like a book.
Ew.
Way too much time to think.
Piano.
Those initial plays
The piano.
I do play the piano, yeah.
Fucking flip off and go somewhere else.
Play us a song.
Too long last time, right?
You just spit your mouthwash in
That's
the bottle.
That's disgusting.
You heard that. You heard that.
That's really good.
Map and crank these guys.
I don't. Hold on.
Ew, why do you need Listerine? Did you eat it instead of flushing?
Oh my.
Ew. He will reuse that. Okay, play us a song. If we get, I want to hear a song.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, they're like. Oh, he's going. All right. On the piano.
Can we hear?
No, I don't think so. Oh,
I can hear it. He turned the cam mic on.
We can hear.
Oh, loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like.
Stuff it's like, you know,
It's so my ears.
I hear
scrape over the line.
Can y'all even hear that?
part of it. I heard part of that. That was really good. I heard part of that. That was really good. It was like, oh my gosh.
The bass boosted, yeah, it's because my mic is trash.
To play better. I thought Lyra was just
Okay, but that was good.
Okay, thank you.
That was good. That was good.
in that round with the kick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Double killed.
Hall of Fame, yeah.
Side, and then the other
Yeah.
always side.
I was-
So
I was-
do that when you kind of get a
That's
pinch.
it.
I was nervous.
Those 2 kills, and then Kit gets
That's
stuck.
it. That's all I had.
Ended up
What
being,
made you
the
want
most
to learn
important
piano?
aspect
Have
of
you always
that
played
round for the
piano?
G2 and why
Yeah.
they ended up winning.
I've
Even though
always
it did eventually
had
come
it.
down to a 2v2, they were still in
Play it in my free
because
time.
of what
Dabble.
Laura did.
Okay.
Sometimes I wish
only know
my
one
mom
song?
would have put me in piano lessons as a kid.
Really like this
That
one.
was my best song.
Instead, she put me in horse lessons, and I became a horse girl.
Yeah, and this
No, I love that for you though.
I used to
keep learning how to ride horses. I just played sports. Wow, they didn't hear that. Oh, it's not.
And I think even Benja at this point is
I just
walked in and walked out.
I've just got inside,
Yeah.
killed someone,
Okay,
and
knock
no
out.
one's
You don't
here.
leave.
What is this round? Donkey with the
That's crazy.
double.
That's crazy.
Well, he didn't need debate games at all. Made his way to piano.
But
This
yeah,
is
I
a
used to
bizarre
compete
Piano
round.
Street.
Horses.
Benja walking
Wow,
into side
that's a
free
fancy
kill
sport.
onto a Falcon cam. G2 then clear
And I
out
did
the rest of
volleyball. So,
SSG. And
love
I've
volleyball.
I've got those like big man
Well, that was
thighs
a crazy
going on.
30 seconds
Yep.
or so.
Been a crazy day. Chalet just seems to be producing something special this afternoon.
Did he just like?
Benja's I've got
He just
sight
looked at
everyone
his
else
head
coming
and
in
then
the
didn't
die.
shoot him.
Yeah.
Like he sees
Well,
that
Benja wants
person
to
and just
rotate
doesn't
to try
shoot
and
him. That's
support the
crazy.
team. By the time he got there, everyone was
That's a
dead.
crazy bubble
And
message.
Fultz stuck outside now in a 1 versus
Roy,
3
do you
with
sit
19
and
seconds
wipe or do you
on
stand
the clock. I
and
mean,
wipe?
we've just had a timeout. He could take an impromptu one if he wants to.
I sometimes. Oh,
Kind of
that's
just sit back
cool. I forgot
outside
about the
and-
repelling's
and obviously the players
different.
themselves can kind of talk things over because
Thick
the
thighs
SSG,
save lives. They do save
This is
lives.
the reality
Oh, yes.
for this
That's
map,
why-
and what
that's
we've
why
seen
I'm at the
today
gym
is
every
that
day.
attacking is just
When I'm trying to get my
Really
The
protein.
back
difficult.
or back to front is
It really has been a grind.
nasty.
And if you put a foot wrong, you just get absolutely
Why would you
crushed.
say that?
Oh, why would you?
And I think
I get a
SSG will
crazy
be quite
shoulder
disappointed
pad.
just
so Ben.
off the back of that.
Ben, after this, what are you thinking? Ben each.
Wow, these
Has
are
concluded.
crazy.
Obviously,
Drop the
some point in
instas.
favor of
It's
G2.
crazy.
I'm still trusting.
My Instagram is Yo Boy Roy
you get
Gaming.
rid of?
Look it up.
www.
Yep, that's the Insta.
That's our
Well,
Instagram.
for
Me and
context, it was
Did you
Chrissy.
get rid of the
It was
Blackbeard here?
Our
With
Instagram.
each
Yeah.
other.
Sitting on it a little bit. I mean,
Our
it's
Instagram.
quite impactful.
It was the Falcon.
With each other.
Could have
Julie, are you gonna
be taken off the
stream?
board if you're SSG.
Am I gonna stream?
Yeah, like, would you stream?
Would I stream what?
I don't know,
Could have made it
Siege.
interesting.
Cause see,
Tonight, probably.
low-key, I know, but like, what about now? Because you know, I could like raid you and then go to gym.
Intact.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Down
Whoa.
You can just start your shift early.
I'm so
Dang.
tired
That's
and
like
none
the
of my
punk and
friends
say
are on to
Velk,
play right
Okay.
now.
I'll play with you.
She's right here. That's crazy.
I don't think he did.
I had a squad for
Do you
tonight.
really want to
what do you
go to
think,
the
dude?
gym that
I
badly?
do because I got evening plans. I'm trying to work out before I do that.
Why don't you just work out at
Saw the one
home?
from Fox on the
I
desk.
don't have the stuff
Kinda cool like
yet.
that, isn't
I
it?
have a
He's a chill
mirror,
He's a
and
chill
that's
guy.
it.
All right, let's see what actually comes through here as we've gone through the
Only
three rounds of the
afford the
second
mirror,
half, and
guys.
it's
You can
I
only
bought-
afford
Guys,
I bought the mirror.
Yes.
Sub to him so he can get his gym equipment.
Yeah.
And then
Then
you
you don't
get
have
a
to
gym
leave.
I'll
Straight
never
starts
have
the
to go
round.
home. That's
2.5
actually so
minutes.
true. Then I could
Benja
actually stream from home. Yep, you're
And
right.
then Doki with a double up
Yeah.
above, and while
We can do a
SSG
gym
just couldn't
stream
follow
from
through
home,
with that
y'all.
entry
Where's
from
Gym
Benja. Really good
Sharker?
response.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
god. Alright, I got the first 5. Oh wait, you're here, right? You can do the big boobs.
Yeah, you
It
can
was.
big
It was
boy.
really good.
Well, considering how
Whoa!
badly the round started, it was a very good recovery.
Uno's gone from probably about to crash out, being like, how am I dead? What are you guys doing? So, yeah, good job, everyone.
In the space of about 30 seconds.
Tebe boom.
How long
So
do you have to be
5-4,
live
finally, we get
today?
ourselves that close game we were searching
what?
for with the 5-1 half to
Said
SSG.
how much longer do you have to be on?
I just needed to stream for 6 hours. I already hit my quota.
Yeah, so then-
Their turn.
That was 10.
Themselves.
Stop. No more gaslighting.
So no Valkyrie
That was 10.
available for G2.
He didn't count on his
Blitz available
hands
for
like we did.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't have to do that.
Oh, whatever, pro
And now this is
boomer.
something
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw
I'm a pro.
earlier.
Yep.
Of
Very
course,
true.
Jaeger
Very true.
able to catch the Capital bolts means it does reinforce that position.
Here's
top
my
line.
He's a pro
workout.
boomer.
No, no,
So
no.
a bit more of those changes, of course, and the reveal.
I need to go hit some
Sunday.
crazy incline. On now,
Already
think of the
noticed
fun.
that,
Skull Death with a tier 1.
Let's
Wow.
go.
With each other.
Jaeger buff.
With each other.
With each other.
With each
And
other.
in the past,
Ungrateful
it's ended up, especially
streamer
with
L.
Down
No. What was
Easily
ungrateful
clearable
was
position.
freaking
Yeah.
Julian being like, I had to
They basically
freaking
had to give
go
it away.
downstairs
They
to get my
attacking team
chair.
just
And
couldn't
I had
clear
to get it
out,
up
and
the
was like,
stairs, and I
rotate.
couldn't, and I had to build it. I had to build it with the white gloves.
As well for J9.
And I hated that. I hated it. That was ungrateful. That was ungrateful.
No.
She's actually
so
great.
grateful.
I heard that from the toilet.
You need to learn.
Did you hear? Like I was looking at one that was on sale.
Mhm.
We plugged the Roy. We're great saleswomen over here.
No, y'all have done better advertising than I've ever done for my own channel, so y'all doing great.
Exactly. Put us on the advertising team. Don't worry.
No, if y'all want to make my integrations, that would free me up. You guys can take 20%, and I will just, you know, just not even handle them.
Huh?
To compete for that first and gain that control.
He said if we want to take 20% of his integrations.
A brand deals, and but you guys have to make them. You guys have to like film yourself in a chair, like I'm doing a mattress ad on Monday. So yeah, I'm doing a mattress company.
How would we advertise a chair? Actually, you know, ever since you started talking about blacklight, I've been getting blacklight ads on my Facebook.
That's all we need.
And the most popular one is a girl putting it together.
Yeah, so you can put together a chair instead of being ungrateful and complaining.
I could do a build. What is it called? Build my chair stream. Yeah, build with me.
Build with me.
Build with me stream.
Just says this
build with me stream. There we go. Already got W advertising.
I did a stream building my PC. There we go. Easily do a stream building my chair if my chair wasn't already put together.
That'd probably be hilarious.
You still have to clear a big
window. There we go. We already got some advertisements going in.
Shield. And indeed, the shield wasn't
even necessary.
My wife made me ramen.
Dude, you got somebody that's married in your stream.
Yeah, everyone's happy and healthy relationships about me, so.
Certainly one of the more creative attacks.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm dating on the West Coast.
One of
it's
the more
worse.
successful ones as well. The combo there of the Ray Aura and the
I don't know where you are, so that sounds like it could be close.
After initially getting very quick control over to his piano.
It's a great state.
The impact
great state. Everyone loves to come here.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were dating a guy on the West Coast, meaning you were somewhere else.
Couldn't withstand it.
No, I'm not dating anybody, is what I'm saying. Dating on the West Coast is the worst.
Oh, just dating in general. Oh, okay.
Imagine living in Nebraska and dating.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Cornhuskers.
That's toxic.
That's not something
Please, let's go.
How do you know about that?
What, see? The people that I have to pick
you
from.
can clearly tell there after they need your stats up. I was not making that one up. Yeah, a little bit of banter.
See, I'm from Omaha and it's so unknown, and then when people start talking about the Cornhuskers, I'm like, how do you know about that?
Oh, they were like my first team that I like messed with when I was in middle school. Wanted to be a Cornhusker.
What? Hello, Snappy.
What's up, Snappy? How are ya?
He's been streaming for 6 hours and he's trying to figure out a way to go to the gym.
Trying to leave Snappy.
Imagine being in a relationship. Couldn't be me. That's
funny.
That is.
With each other. With each other. At this point, I just might be in a lavender marriage with someone.
What does that mean?
Wait, what is that?
It's somebody who is I think they could be. I don't know if they could be straight or gay, but mostly like gay people will marry like a straight person just so they could be married. And then they just like live with each other.
Mine would be like
with each other.
With my friend, like we made a pact. If we're not married by 30, we would get married to each other, type thing. I feel like that's.
I'm getting there. I'm literally getting there. I'm like, oh no. I might need to re-up on my
like, I'm hitting unk status now. It's time to marry my friend.
Literally.
Also cleared out that bar stock position.
I signed up for farming once in a while.
Continues his rampage and also on to Alamau.
Faith encouragement, Ecclesiastes 2:17, trust.
Clearly ready for Loira.
Trust in the Lord and lean not on with your own understanding.
In this match, and his debut for SSG, 15 kills, has been dropped.
Oh, we did say something about the Bible study, but
under a bit of pressure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're going to make quick work of G2 here at Reload. They only put in the one reload.
You probably needed to get up, do some push-ups.
But SSG probably thinking they should have done all two. It's 7-4 on Chalet, and the North Americans are on fire in Brazil.
Yeah, for free. I don't need no,
North America.
It's not Vimeo. What's the thing you can pay for like $5?
Like, whether or not MA
is it?
can keep the good times rolling.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Yeah. On SSG.
They're like, I need that Roy video.
This match to some extent, right? Really big focus off the back of their own.
Would you do that?
$5, yeah.
No, I've never done the Patreon and stuff for any of that.
I think for Newers as well.
I didn't like that.
Debut.
Why?
For him, 16
I don't know, it just felt weird.
Setting the tone
tone. The team as a whole was just absolutely singing the same tune. G2 though back to the drawing board with them. And at the moment,
there's already other ways to support me in those little ways, and so it's like it felt like weird asking for like, I don't know.
There's always a way to get you to talk to people or get somebody to talk to you, you know?
Oh, alright.
Just come in the stream and have Roy say something to your little brother instead of paying him.
Real is
right.
Real.
Right, you can clip it.